1.
All right.
-2.
Hello, everybody.
-3.
We managed to earn enough money last week to get Shima back on.
Huh?
Yeah, I paid a. Hold on, I'm not in the thing.
Oh, you are now. I had to lead up to it. I had to lead up to it.
Okay, now I'm in.
We managed
Yeah,
to
sorry,
we got Shima back on the payroll, so everything's good now.
Yeah, we renegotiated contracts. I am now owning 25% of Kazard Incorporated. I got my 401k settled in.
None of that.
Oh, I thought we settled for a 400k. We couldn't get up to the full 401.
Oh, it's only 1k. I don't think I'll miss a K. I have 400Ks. I don't need 401Ks.
Good.
I used to think a 401K referred to, okay, you're going to save up money until you get $401,000. Like that arbitrary number is what you have for your retirement is what I used to think a 401K was. And then I realized only in the past few years it refers to an article.
The K is quite a coincidence.
It is.
A funny, wacky accident. So, anyways,
I'm sorry I missed out on the Lethal Company. I didn't see last week's stream. Was it fun?
Yes.
It
Hinkle died a lot.
Oh. I wanted to die a lot.
I guess I did die quite a few times.
I wanted to die a lot.
I abandoned Scruffy a lot.
Yeah, you died to
It was a
quicksand,
survivor,
you died to a sandworm, you really got a lot of desert stuff on you.
Yeah, it was karma. I feel really bad because usually I'm like the person who in those sorts of games like tries their best to make sure everyone survives, but I ditched Scruffy all the times.
Late stream this time? Yeah. I'm only just now getting to have full straight nights of sleep.
I've always wanted to play. Darn it, what was I just going to say? I'm sorry, I miss a week and then I turned senile. It had something to do with Lethal Company. I think I was just going to say I wanted to play it at some point on stream, but I feel like I've already said that like twice, and I don't know why I would say it a third time. Maybe that's just how badly I want to play it.
Wani Lethal that company.
But I couldn't. I felt like I was being underpaid for my services rendered on this stream. I had to renegotiate the Okay, just so I'm clear, did you guys actually do a bit last week on that I left because of creative differences or wasn't getting paid?
No, we did a bit that we were doing Lethal Company because we had to get enough money to get you back.
Oh, from who? Or just because I demanded more money?
Yeah, just in general, we gotta work. We couldn't afford you anymore.
Ah, okay, that's fair. I am expensive.
Completely forgot you were streaming today, so the notification was a jump scare. Good, we scared you, Pint of Pain. Hitting October early.
I charge by the word.
Oh no. Good thing one of the characters you voiced died.
Oh fuck! You're right. Now I don't get paid by as many words.
Oh yeah, so MK found this out, but yeah, Twitch added new effects you can do in chat, and I lowered them since they have to be paid for bits. I lowered them all down to a quarter. You can make big emotes, you can give weird, funky effects to your text, and you can shower the screen with emotes.
A quarter in this economy?
Hey, I'm following Ed and Eddie rules.
Why aren't they paying you in Jawbreakers? Also, Kaz, you need to share it in Discord here.
Share what?
You can't do it on...
Oh, right. I completely forgot that.
Lol.
I'm not the only...
I want to share that Gator on this.
So many Fang on the screen. I wonder if this will actually catch in the recording. Like when I go to download the VOD to put on YouTube.
I don't see anything on the stream yet. Is there anything that should be happening?
Well...
Flying around on the stream. I saw them.
I didn't see them. Maybe I missed it just now. Do it again. Somebody pay a quarter.
Gee. Why don't you pay a quarter?
I just renegotiated my contract.
Yeah, so you should have plenty of spare quarters.
I see them in the chat for sure, but I don't see them. Oh, there they are. There they are. There they are. Now I see them. I see all the Wanis. I see all the Olivia Uggs going on.
Have you guys ever played Space Station 14? It's on Steam. I have not.
Was that something that came out? Something that came out recently?
That's an older game, right? Oh no, so many decapitated Liznecks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That one doesn't track as well. It just looks like we cut up a bunch of brachiosauruses and threw their necks on screen.
I pay my hosts in quarters. Yeah, like I said, I do Ed and Ed rules. Have you seen the size of those jawbreakers?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's not a newer game, but it's kind of a role playing game. I can do with role playing. We love playing the roles.
Oh yeah, that's right. We also were saying we had to raise money to fund Iadakan's funeral as well.
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, Iadakan deserves a proper send off.
Just like how... Oh, dang it. My joke is wrong. Just like how he sent off his...
I had a subject to discuss that I thought of. It was like 2 weeks ago at this point, since we didn't stream last week. But the original idea of the subject was discuss who has impacted modern culture more, J.R.R. Tolkien or Akira Toriyama. And the answer is just Tolkien. And upon reflection, I realized it's just Tolkien. So now my new question is there anybody who has impacted modern culture more, or I mean, at least popular culture? Is there anyone who has impacted popular culture more than J.R.R. Tolkien?
Walt Disney. I would
That's
bet
fair.
money Walt Disney has probably impacted it more.
Yeah, because I can't really think of anything he really pulled from Tolkien.
Giant Naomi in chat. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be because a lot of his stuff was pulling up older stories and putting them back into, the main culture mindscape.
Like, I would honestly, it's probably a losing argument. I could see the argument being made that Akira Toriyama's work, given that anime is such a huge industry, and it's so mainstream nowadays, a lot of that can be attributed to Akira Toriyama. But it's still a really uphill battle because as much as anime, as widely known as anime is nowadays, Lord of the Rings is almost certainly known more, and the effects of Lord of the Rings, like Game of Thrones, all the various fantasy elements are probably all pulling from Tolkien.
To say another point for Disney, anime was originally styled off of the old Disney stuff, so there's a whole other factor that was inspired by Disney.
Yeah, I think in terms of...
First of all, I do want to, in Akira Toriyama's defense, I do want to say that, like, I feel like Akira Toriyama's effect on culture is even wider than just anime. I mean, I feel like a lot of, like, modern high-power fantasy storytelling in general, like superheroes and stuff, it has been more solidified in its content because of Akira Toriyama. By which I mean, like,
would you call Toriyama a modern-day Tolkien?
Yes, honestly, a little bit. But because, like, so much of like you don't get golden age DC comic bullshit anymore where Superman just opens his hand and a small Superman comes out. And that's the power he had for one issue and did it that one time because they decided that's what they want to do now. And that just random, like, not caring about, like, the sense of the powers of the protagonists. It carried on even until, like, when did that stupid Superman movie come out where he flew around the planet and that for some strange reason made time go backwards?
In 1984, that was the original Superman movie.
I thought that was the second one.
It was the second one.
No, it was the first one. I thought it was the first one.
It was the first one where he turns back time.
Oh.
Superman 2 is where Zod shows up.
Also, yeah, it was even earlier. It was 1978.
Okay, so even into the late 70s, we're still just like, yeah, hero does what he wants and don't worry about it. But I feel like Akira Toriyama had a lot to do with grounding protagonists' powers. And maybe I'm attributing too much to Akira Toriyama, but I mean, putting numbers to people's powers, I felt like made a difference. And ultimately, it created more problems.
But it solved one. It solved one problem, even if it introduced others.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought the whole Or at least I read so. I thought there was like the whole point of he only introduced power levels just to show how meaningless they were.
It was more, I mean, that's accurate, but it's more accurate to say that he introduced power levels to show how unreliable it is to put a number to a person. It still did its job in, like, setting limits for what they could do. Like, if someone with a power level of under 1,000 couldn't reliably blow up a planet or something like that. I would have to, like, grade it, but the point being that it did sort of, it set a scale. It set a scale that was then adhered to going forward.
Remember when Goku just read Krillin's mind out of nowhere and never did it again? No, I don't remember this.
It was the first thing he did on getting on Namek. He was able to learn the ability to read minds by basically
using key.
Yeah, basically using key. I mean, I was going to say, actually, I'm sorry, I paused there for a second because I'm trying to think if Goku had ever done anything like it before. And usually, I mean, that's what Popo taught him. Popo was the one who taught Goku how to use ki, or specifically how to read ki. And originally, he was just doing it to read movement, so that way he could predict what his opponents were doing based on their energy. But if you can predict what people are doing based on their energy, I think that's a logical leap from being able to read their thoughts for fighting to being able to read their thoughts in general.
Like thoughts, like word for word, is a little... Yeah.
That sounds like early Ultra Instinct, almost.
It is a little bit. Like, Ultra Instinct is cool, but to be honest, it's an ability that Goku probably learned as early as Dragon Ball. Just with less hype.
Yeah. But, yes, Pint of Pain. In general, I would attribute the entirety of modern anime to Akira Toriyama. And that's much less of bluster. Like, because, like, most modern manga authors, whatever they're called, also attribute themselves to Akira Toriyama.
I mean, like, people,
when he died,
they
were like all just saying, like, I was inspired by Akira Toriyama.
No, it's incredible. They were all shared in mourning. Like Oda from One Piece, he took a 3-week break to mourn Akira Toriyama after his passing. The guy was an inspiration to. There's this, I forget exactly what the blurb read like, but it was basically so Oda and Kishimoto, the guy who writes Naruto, they're really actually tight. Like, they were rivals of a sorts when they first got into Shonen Jump, but they were also really good friends, and they stayed really good friends. And their shared collection of one of their best memories was Akira Toriyama, with Senpai noticing both of them. They both share that. They both share that inspiration. Like, there's this image of, like, it's like the Team 7 photo with Kakashi with his hands on, Naruto and Sasuke's head while Sakura's in there. Basically, someone took the Team 7 photo and replaced Kakashi with Goku, and then Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura with Naruto, Luffy, and Ichigo. Which I feel like is very, very appropriate for the big three. We're all inspired by Dragon Ball to a little degree.
Anime's great.
Also, I think Tolkien still beats Disney.
Yeah.
I thought of Disney, and I think because the thing, there's a lot to say about Disney. I'm not saying there's not, but the depths is not even just an effect on fantasy. It's first of all, it's like a known fact that D&D is based on Lord of the Rings, and I mean, so everything D&D has done, you can attribute to Tolkien. And that's not just, D&D right now is really popular. That's also the fact that a lot of video games were based on D&D.
Right, a lot of early RPGs and JRPGs.
Yeah. One big one being Final Fantasy. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of Final Fantasy 1 is very blatantly ripped from D&D. Right down to the fact that you have 9 levels of spells, and how many spells you can cast is based on the level of the spell, not any sort of MP or anything. It's spell slots. They literally just had spell slots.
Oh.
That is also true. Final Fantasy because you can base it on D&D, and it's also based on I think Tolkien also had an effect on Final Fantasy directly. And like I mean, I could definitely see the argument for Tolkien affecting those genres, but I was just going to say, in terms of Walt Disney, had a profound effect on animation in general. Like, for 100 years, Disney has been the animation company. Everyone wants to be Disney or to beat Disney.
But think about how how many video games have been impacted by Final Fantasy. Think about Tolkien's effect is basically most of video games.
I mean, by the extension of what affects what also attributes itself back to the original. Like Scruffy was saying earlier, a lot of anime, early anime especially, was based on Disney's art style. And so you can attribute a lot of modern anime to what Disney provided.
That is true.
I don't know if I could, like, confirm this, but I feel like in the same way that Tolkien might have affected games like Final Fantasy, I get the inkling that Walt Disney affected games like Mario. Like, you have princesses, you have the white gloved, really cartoony characters. Like, it's a hard thing to prove because I don't think Shigeru Miyamoto has ever said anything.
Well, original
that he was inspired by Disney, but the idea of like these cartoony mascots, the princesses, the magical kingdoms, it has a lot more of the whimsy of Disney than I'd say somewhat grounded fantasy of Tolkien.
What were you gonna say, Kazir?
I mean, I was gonna say, the original. Yeah, I was gonna say the original design, was based off Popeye. I was gonna say, so who made Popeye? We'll answer that question real quick. But then, thinking about actual Mario Bros. And then Super Mario 64, it's like, okay, yeah, that stuff would be. It does seem very Disney-esque.
Popeye was definitely inspired by Mickey Mouse.
I'm trying to think. Popeye definitely came out after Mickey, but I wonder if there was other inspirations.
Willy was like the first cartoon.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I think almost all cartoons sort of draw inspiration from Steamboat Willie because it's the first of its kind.
At least all the Rubber Hose cartoons did, yeah.
Yeah, and that also includes like all of the old classics, Betty Boop and such,
and One Piece.
And One Piece, yes, of course. Also, there's the Disney inspiration, getting the Rubber Hose animation in.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. And Pint of Pain actually made an interesting point about Akira Toriyama doing Chrono Trigger, which also has had a huge impact on RPGs.
Chrono Trigger is so
I
fucking
need to
good.
play Chrono Trigger sometime.
Akira Toriyama's influence does also extend to video games a little bit.
Yeah, also not even just Chrono Trigger. I mean, Chrono Trigger was fantastic. It's what's most well remembered, but his art style also lent itself to Dragon Quest, which had a lot more games.
Okay, here's another question I'll add in so we can start segueing to the game. Who in modern time, as in who started in, like, say, the last 10-ish years, would you say would be on the level of Toriyama or Tolkien? Is there anybody in 10, 15 years, I'll say?
All I could possibly say is, like, Oda.
But he started in the 90s. I'm talking someone who started at like 2010 or later. Who's the closest that would be to Toriyama or
basically
Tolkien?
He's asking is who is the most significant creator of the last 15 years?
Yeah, the most modern significant creator that has had wide impact.
You can't say the T word. Oh, Chrono Trigger. I don't even think anyone's close.
I don't want to say it, but
the guy who made Skibbity Toilet.
No, I was gonna say Seth MacFarlane, but I don't want to give him that level of credence.
I mean,
I don't know. It's just
you're probably right because so many adult cartoons are styled in that lazy Family Guy style.
Comparing Seth MacFarlane to Walt Disney just feels fucking dirty.
I don't. Maybe Matt Mercer. I don't know his work, so I can't say Pixel.
That's the guy who does Critical Role.
Oh.
And he's also the voice of Ganondorf now.
Okay, thank you, Pint of Pain. Seth MacFarlane was way before 15 years, so we're good on that front.
That's true.
Oh, good. We dodged a bullet there, culturally.
Who started within the past 15 years?
Yeah, that's what like a modern... So it's not like someone who got big recently, but started a while ago. Like, they had to have started 2010 or later.
If we go within our lifetime... Sorry, Shima first.
Oh, okay, so 2009 would be the cutoff date here if it's 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Might be either Fuck. Who's the guy who invented Adventure Time again?
Pendleton Ward.
Invented.
Might be Pendleton Ward. It might also be, if we count Pony, Lore, and Faust. I don't know if Pony has
I wouldn't
that
count
might be a bit
Faust
of
because
bias.
she
I'm not
did.
sure if
Now Faust did stuff before MLP.
Okay,
I would
fair
say,
enough.
did
But
Pendleton Ward do stuff before
think-
Adventure Time, or?
like little stuff, but he didn't really
Yeah,
become
you
widely
have to-
known.
You have to curb that a little bit because like
Yeah, 'cause it's-
everyone does something before.
Right,
the
yeah,
person.
like no notable projects or anything before that. So I would
just-
say yeah, Adventure Time probably would be that.
Because I mean,
then.
Adventure Time was profound in the way that it redefined the 2010s cartoons
That's true.
and
I mean,
animation in general.
it proved that. I mean, well, the first case of
For-
proving that
for
people
better
actually
and
want stories in
worse.
their cartoons. First case of it was Avatar, but
Ooh, that's
Adventure
a good one.
Time definitely it seemed to have had a more like definitive and like yes, people do want this. It's happened twice now, and people have loved it both times. They want story in their cartoons.
People like lore. People like lore in their settings.
And-
They
and
like
that-
fleshed out
This is,
locations.
This is a bit of a personal complaint, but it also led to something I really hate in modern animation, which is the suddenly all you need is to storyboard an episode. You don't need to do scripts, which leads to the animators doing a lot more of the writing, which leads to a lot more inconsistent portrayals of characters.
Yeah, but at least I know Steven Universe is a really bad offender of that, but I could forgive Adventure Time because the whole point of Adventure Time is everything is really lucid in general. So I don't
I
mind
mean,
if
I would
At the
forget.
same time, Penn had a clear vision, but he didn't feel like running the room, so he just let the inmates,
it's
run
it also
Yeah.
it's also somewhat
silent, so to speak.
It's also somewhat easy to explain, as two of Adventure Time's main characters are amorphous. Like, Jake can be any size he wants, so if Jake looks off scale, there's a canon explanation for that.
Oh no, I thought they were talking more of character-wise, not
Yeah.
not
Oh,
visual,
no.
like how the actual
not
how
like
they're
on
written.
not like
Sometimes Jen is an asshole. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yes, okay, that,
I
that
mean,
get.
'cause-
I mean, you also had like
'Cause
the-
later
the
Adventure Time
showrunner
really
after a
skewed off.
point just clearly hated Finn too.
The classic image where his dad gave where he posted on like Tumblr how his dad gave him like psychology papers when he said how much he hated Finn.
Yeah,
Like-
I know. It's like you're taking out this rage on a fictional child. It's rather strange.
That you are the one writing him and you hate him. So what does this say about you?
Nah.
He's
Finn
like,
got-
he was genuinely offended at that gift.
I was gonna say if we go back a little further and just make it like within our lifetimes, I think there's an argument to be made for J.R.R. Tolkien. Sorry, goddammit. J.K. Rowling. There we go.
I can see J.K. Rowling being like Harry Potter's really
Oh yeah,
huge.
I mean, even
Harry
as much as
Potter-
people try to erase her, like she still has a massive impact on the industry.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is a huge deal, and furthermore, the movies, the books being made in the movies, regardless of how good they are. I mean, I would say that at least 4 out of the 8 movies are good.
What?
What?
I was just gonna say I never read any of the books to compare, but I liked all the movies I saw.
God,
I didn't
love
have-
them so much.
I didn't have any issues with any of the movies.
The movies, especially like starting with 4, have this really obnoxious tendency of like, well, because it's fucking 700 pages of material, trying to fit that into a single movie, it doesn't work. But there's like, they really just rush through things, and like, I sure hope you read the book so you know what the fuck is going on.
I was gonna say, did the Harry Potter count as like a young adult novel and kick off that trend of?
I'd say it was
Or-
more for young readers at first. It might have become a young adult series by the time Harry became a
Not in the
teenager, but it was
sense
definitely for
a modern young adult series would be now.
Yeah, it was definitely for kids at first. It had the perspective. It was basically Harry Potter kind of had like a wish fulfillment thing going for it.
Wait,
where
yeah, Harry
it's from the
Potter was
perspective of these-
basically Western isekai.
No, that's not what an isekai is.
Yeah, Harry Potter is a normal kid
didn't
that's suddenly
die,
whisked
but
off
otherwise
to a
fine.
magical
Well, that's-
world. That's
well,
know,
Yeah,
completely.
but so are like so are
you
hundreds
don't
of other
have to
kids.
die for it to be an isekai.
I mean, by this logic, Digimon is an isekai. But anyway,
It is.
Yeah.
Digimon is an isekai. Digimon is a by
Fresh
defin- is a
Prince
by
of
the
Bel
books
Air is an
isekai.
isekai.
No, it isn't. Not.
Here we go. The
It's not.
isekai alignment chart.
The isekai alignment chart. We gotta fill it out.
The,
Like Fresh
the
Prince of
fact they
Bel-Air.
don't care to stay on model was really annoying, leading to the guy behind OKKO being notable for saying if you can recognize the character, it's on model, in reference to all his criticism.
Oh yeah.
That- I mean, that was a fun show, but yeah, sometimes the art did get weird on that.
Yeah. Also, Catler 22. I'm alive. Last week I had to renegotiate my contract with Kazard, but everything's good now. I'm getting paid what I feel I am owed. I managed to stake a claim in the stock market.
We upgrade from peanuts to almonds.
He gave me the keys to the Kazard mobile because I'm the only guy who can be trusted with it, as we've agreed. I have the rights to his firstborn child now. He can keep the second and third, but I get number one. Might be negotiable in the near future if number one turns out to be a shitheel.
The Mario Bros. Movie is an isekai. That's true. But
It is.
anyway,
Both of
Mario
them.
was.
I was gonna say, on the subject of Harry Potter. First of all, yes, the books are supposed to get more and more mature as Harry matures. That's sort of an intentional theme. But also, on the subject of who has a big impact on things, I'd say the Harry Potter's had a big impact on books getting made into movies.
Oh, I
That's
can
also
see
true.
that,
I
yeah.
feel like that was hold on. Lord of the Rings got a movie before Harry Potter, right?
Around the same time. Actually, no, I think
No,
Harry Potter was before.
Harry Potter came out first.
Really? Then yeah, I would
Yeah.
say Harry Potter kind of led the trail for books being made into movies. Hold on a second.
Yeah,
I'm
I
On
feel
a
like-
side note, it turns out all roads just lead back to Lord of the Rings.
I feel like that's
books
too.
would- I'm
I
going to
f-
tell you a secret that books have been being made into movies well before Harry Potter.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, I was gonna say that's a little bit of an apple and oranges thing because, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit have been around for a long time, whereas Harry Potter was much more closer released to its from book to
The
movies than
massive
other
amount
things.
The massive amount of live-action book movies that came out like during the late '90s, early 2000s. A
Well-
huge amount.
Well,
I was looking this up. Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings came out nearly simultaneously. Harry Potter only beat it by a month. They are both 2001 films.
Golden Compass, Bridge to Terabithia, Chronicles of Narnia, all in that
Take
same
on
exact
Me
time
is an
period.
isekai. I love that one.
Take on Me is an isekai.
Music
It's
video
got-
isekai alignment show.
There has to be enough music videos to be able to make that real. Anyways, I think it's time we start now. We're almost half an hour in.
We're only a half hour in. But we have
Holy-
so much more to discuss.
We're moving into brisk pace tonight.
Still can't believe they haven't made a live-action Redwall series.
A live action what?
Redwall.
Oh.
Red Wall. Oh, the mouse. That's the no. That's
Yeah, the
that's mouse.
yeah,
That's the mouse one, right?
Talking Animal Lord of the Rings. Yes.
Yeah. I thought that would be cool. They made an RPG out of that.
Did they?
Yeah, they made an RPG for Redwall.
Oh.
That's cool. Like a tabletop RPG?
Yeah, like a tabletop RPG. I thought that was really cool too because the idea of like little mice warriors going on little mouse adventures, killing cats instead of dragons sounded all pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very fun time reading about otters impaling weasels and foxes crushing rat skulls. To be clear, a
did.
living rat. He just fucking obliterated that rat's skull with a bolus.
It's like Watership. It's like Watership Down. Watership Down is just about cute little bunnies. Redwall's just about cute little mice.
It's violent as hell. One of the first villains was a rat who had like a poison barb on his tail.
That sounds awesome.
Ooh, no, that sounds metal. Mice make for
It was
pretty.
so fucking cool.
Mice make for pretty interesting stories and settings. Like the in the 80s, there were like 3 different movies made by 3 different competing companies that all focused on mice protagonists.
See,
my
that-
favorite was the Sherlock Holmes ones. The Great Mouse Detective. Disney was really good.
That's why Olivia got a pet rat. Watching all these things.
Great Mouse Detective. It just exists in this fucking bizarre space that Disney just decided exists, where like mouse society is just a thing in cartoons that just mirrors human society. Like the
Like it's like they
Watchmen
also
mouse equivalent came back from the war. What the fuck war were the mice having?
Oh,
simultaneously
don't
while
don't
the
for
humans-
don't
the-
forget
the
Fievel.
mice had to go to war to fight for their mouse queen, to fight against the mouse Arabs.
mouse lure.
Oh yeah, you're just in time, Outcast.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, Watson was in.
He was in
He wasn't-
Afghanistan, yeah.
Yeah. It's still, so why was he in a war?
Why was he in Afghanistan? How long does it take a mouse to get from there to Afghanistan? Yeah,
Like it would be
well-
one thing if like, oh yeah, it's just the real world is mice, but the fucking real world also exists. The mice are just for some strange reason mirroring it.
It's like the mouse Sherlock Holmes, Basil. He just lives in the house of
In
the actual
Sherlock
Sherlock Holmes.
Invented.
No, the mice were the persecuted ones. The Russian cats were communists, and they were crushing the Bolsheviks.
No, they.
But again, the real human people were doing this.
The mice are just seeing there, like animals are just seeing there, like, you know what? That's a good. It's basically just it's just applying Animal Farm, but to every animal.
But also, as far as I can tell, there's not humans in Animal Farm, is there?
Yeah, they kicked out the
Yeah,
humans
they
of the
kick
farm to
humans
take
out
over.
because they
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
taking
that's-
care of them well.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
the whole
that's how
like the
animal-
pigs, like they start the uprising, and the pigs just start acting the exact same way the farmers did. It's like, oh well,
Yeah, you're right.
new
you're right.
new management, same rules.
Everybody is equal, but some people are more equal than others.
Yeah, and then there was the Marx pig, and there was the Stalin pig, and there was the Lenin pig.
One was weirdly named Napoleon, that just confused the whole problem.
Well, it was Lenin, Stalin, and Trotsky.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, so Lenin. I'm not thinking of Marx. I'm thinking of Lenin was the old pig that
Yeah.
that basically
You
taught
also-
communism to the animals.
Yeah, and then Napoleon and Snowball were Stalin and Trotsky.
You could have
That-
absolutely just named one of them Trotsky, because that sounds like a pig.
That sounds like a pig name because that's
No, that would be a horse name. Come on.
The horse was named Boxer. They send him to the glue factory when he stops being useful.
the
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, let's get off this riveting topic and focus on the dinosaurs
But wait, I
emulating
have to-
human society.
I have to tell Chad about how we have to redistribute the wealth from the proletariat.
We could save that
no,
for the
wait, I
closing
give it-
stream.
No, I have to redistribute it from the bourgeois and give it to the proletariat.
So last
Bourgeois is how it's pronounced. Bourgeois are the people we have to
Medieval.
I wouldn't make a very
like
good
that.
communist. I wouldn't make a very good communist.
So-
I'm redistributing it from the poor and giving it to the rich.
Capitalism.
Capitalism. Capitalism.
Goofy, no.
Damien, no.
I'll do it for you.
So when we last left off, we told Ben to hold his horses, and we needed time to mourn. And then we let Olivia run off outside into the dead of winter, and we just kind of stood around for 2 weeks. Yes, I like the clap.
After Iadakan's death, he had to renegotiate his contract with the devil.
His death because he had bad.
That's 100% accurate.
You're gonna need to put up a bones counter. I wasn't expecting bones to have this much relevance in the plot, but here we are.
The fantastic coincidences we have here. Anyways,
You know what he is?
what?
Oh,
Man to the bone. God, it's all just pottery. It rhymes.
Giraffe.
It's cold out, freshly starting to snow. The world just feels so much smaller, muted, and colorless.
That's because it's all black.
Now is not the time. I must find Olivia.
Open your eyes and go.
There's thin tire tracks in the thinly laid on snow. That on should not be there. Pathing out down the sidewalk. I follow them. Yes, the snow is as white as bones.
It is just bones. It's just crushed up bones scattered all over the place.
That's what Iadakan wanted. He wanted his bones ground up and sprinkled over the school. It's actually not snowing at all. The path is serene. The falling flecks of white make it feel like one of Olivia's landscapes.
Oops.
The fountain must be just around the corner. Oh, God.
All bones lead to
I should have gone with her. Of course, the fountain is only accessible with stairs.
She doesn't know how to use those.
The steps are tall and coated in a thin layer of ice. It's a death trap. Oh, yeah, honestly said she would have to crawl on the ground. Wouldn't she be mostly fine? It's not like she's gonna slip.
Crawl up or down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit, she went out. Okay, so he's panicking because she took her wheelchair out on ice-covered
Well,
accessibility
if it was
ramp.
going down, then yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Oh,
I
no.
hope she has snow chains for her tire.
I mean, she couldn't possibly get more crippled, right?
Quadriplegic, you say?
So-
Sorry, I've lost interest.
Something rolls down and bumps my shoe. It's one of Olivia's handles.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
so the wheelchair is just fucking totaled.
Oh, this...
This is boding badly.
My face flashes with heat and my blood runs cold. I don't like this laughing in chat. Oh my god. I can't lose 2 people in one day. Please.
I'm not going into the fiery pits of hell alone.
Technically, Iadakan didn't die today, so...
3 people I could stand, but not 2. If Olivia's gone, I'm gonna have to even this out.
Gonna have to kill Ben.
I will myself to look up.
The universe needs correction, Inco. It's out of balance.
8 steps up. Olivia's wheelchair is toppled over on its back. Okay, so it went up. That's mostly good. I think. Seat ripped, wheels spread. It's unrecoverable. Hey! Hey, oh, okay. I was gonna say she can stand, but no, she's kneeling.
Okay. You're not faking. Oh.
She's standing. She's not crippled.
phony.
She's a big fat phony. Hey, everyone, the Gator can walk.
Oh. Look, you got part of the wheelchair over here. Some of it over here.
How'd you do that, you silly dude?
Olivia is 2 steps further,
You silly gator.
halfway onto the next ledge. Her arm reaches up for the next one.
Oh, she's crawling her way to that fucking fountain on top.
Yeah, that's what I say. She's crawling, so she shouldn't be slipping, hopefully.
Now, this is no place for a...
It's pretty fucking hard to crawl on ice.
Yeah, and also just like she's a cold-blooded
Without
animal.
legs.
Olivia!
Without legs.
Olivia stops and slowly looks back. It's a look of shock and humiliation at being seen like this. She turns back and starts pulling herself up to the next step.
Like I was saying that last time, we just had this big scene about her wanting to draw the fountain for Iadakan, and now she never will.
Damn it, Olivia. I take a step up and catch myself. It's a wonder she even got this far. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna let her keep going. She can get this victory. We're gonna cheer her on. You can do it, Olivia. Just 30 more steps to go.
Go, Hot Wheels, go!
But I
It'll warm
fi-
her up too. Her nickname will warm her up.
I find my balance and start marching up towards her. Her arm slips on the ledge and she falls back. Ah, I love how they actually animate the sprites around. I caught her in my arms from behind.
I didn't make it.
She looks up at me, eyes still filled with tears. I carefully set her down on one of the steps. She hides her face in her palms.
I failed, Iadakan.
Olivia chokes back a sob.
I'm just a stupid fuck up.
Oh, Olivia, no. You're not stupid.
He's shivering too.
I mean, you're a little stupid for trying this, but
It's fucking chair.
And then continues to weep. I sit there and stare for a moment, trying to figure out what to do. I mean, they are crocodile tears, so I don't know how much I should be reading into this.
She's an alligator. They're alligator tears. They're genuine.
there's a title screen right up by the fountain, and it says hug. It clearly says what to do.
Have you
It's a
guys
butterfly.
ever failed someone?
All the time, yes. If you said you've lived your entire life without failing somebody at least once, you're lying.
I think I've failed every friend I've ever had.
I mean, failing, like, how are we defining? Are we talking, like, a drastic thing, or you just didn't uphold a promise?
Didn't uphold a promise is generally what I... But, you know, it could be anything from drastic things to small things. I'm pretty sure everyone's had at least one drastic failure at one point in their
Oh,
lives.
I definitely fail at keeping a schedule, so yeah, I've done that many, many, many times.
I'd say probably about 75% of my close friends have fallen down a path of hard drugs and have ruined their lives, and then I feel like I don't know what I could have done better, but every single time I just
Not to defeat the entire purpose of the question there, but you know, when people ruin their lives like that, there's only so much that can be expected too.
So what you're saying, Hinkle, is only one of us out of this group is right now is gonna have a good life.
all right, fine. 75% of my IRL friends. I mean, God, well, I don't want to make this too heavy. Never mind.
Oh, I mean, I sympathize at the very least. I've certainly not necessarily just to drugs, but to other vices too.
I have a lot of reasons for why I respond so negatively to drugs.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is a weird thing seeing that. Like, I remember my brother commented once how he's going through Facebook and seeing some older friends that he went to school with, and he's only been out of high school for like I think 6-7 years now, and it's like 60% of the people have gone into like drugs or burnout. There's one friend of his that's like already like 1 or 2 times divorced with 3 kids, and it's like, how the hell did you do that? Are you speed running a bad life?
Yeah, one of my closest friends that was in high school is in prison now. And I feel like, man, I could have done more. Sometimes I feel like I could have done more for him. He was kind of a generally, like, I generally felt, kind of like fell out from most people in high school after college, and I don't really talk to a lot of them anymore, but he was a good enough friend that I kind of feel awkward. Well, gee, I wonder if I had kept in touch more, maybe he wouldn't be in prison now.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about a lot of it. I mean, but yeah. But speaking of speed running life, I had a patient at our doctor's office today who he's 33 years old and has every STD.
Wow, that's a
Bro,
collection.
when they say gotta catch 'em all, they weren't talking about that.
It's just like, how the fuck?
Buddy said,
I
"I'ma get them
just-
all."
Gonorrhea, hepatitis, herpes, HIV, human papillomavirus. I can't pronounce that. Papillomavirus, bacoplazma genitalium. That's the STD rap.
Yeah, it's just fucking astounding to me. Like, not just a lack of self-awareness, a lack of understanding of the consequences of your actions, like
Well,
a lack of self-awareness on the part of the people who sleep with him too. Because at some point he had to just be disgusting,
well,
you know.
there is the unfortunate knowledge that there are some people who actively seek those out.
Who just want STDs?
Yeah,
Who would want
there's
an
people
STD?
who actively want to catch STDs.
Why? What's the benefit?
Bug
Cut-
chasers. They
Yeah,
are
there's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, fetishes you don't really need to explain people. It's like, no, that one I think does need explaining.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, boy, I've always wanted to catch gonorrhea. Boy, I've always wanted to catch AIDS. Boy, I've always wanted to catch, I'm trying to think of a non-STD. What's a cool disease to catch? I've always wanted Ebola.
cool disease.
I want
I always
I wanna
wanted
get-
leprosy.
Ebola is my favorite disease, and I always wanted it.
What do you think a diseased cloaca would look like?
Like 46 minutes in.
46 minutes in, we did it, people. Probably really good.
That just makes me think of those cursed Rainbow Dash threads.
No.
I will not be elaborating that for anyone in chat wondering.
I hate you people sometimes.
How
I'm now just thinking of the fucking pie episode where everyone made the euphemism for crusty pie.
How did we get here? I honestly don't know.
Well, because
Get
we're
here.
talking about drugs, and for some fucked up reason, Hinkle just said that.
Well, I mean, I saw the relation is ruining your life through drugs, ruining your life through sex, specifically
Well,
STDs,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
collecting
Speedrunning
STDs.
life.
right,
Oh,
speed
you
running
want
life.
Just made me think of the STD thing.
Anyway,
I sit there and try to figure out what to do. I really hate knowing all of this that I just learned.
That's why she's shivering. Is that she just had to hear Inco say all this.
Eiko, please just kill me now. I really haven't ever been in a situation like this. The poor girl is shaking. Rather it's from the cold or her situation, I don't know. Instinctively, I wrap my arm around her and pull her close to me.
Good. Share your body heat.
Aww.
Hey, we
Again,
hugged the gator for the third
I
time.
want a happy hug!
We can only hug the gator when she's sad. It's the gator dilemma.
I have no gator and I must hug.
I have no-
Olivia shifts her body accordingly, and we end up in an embrace. Her sobbing calms down to just occasional hiccups, and her body is no longer sapping the heat from me either. Because I have none, we are slowly turning into icicles now.
I'm sorry, Hinkle.
Sorry for what?
This stabs him.
Oh!
Iadakan had one final request for me.
He said something about not letting the pure dinosaur blood blind you
The truth is, Inco, the game was rigged from the start.
You know, he's a teacher, so I gotta respect that.
Everything. Everything.
sounds like his ghost is still pushing students off the roof.
Making you waste your time on me. I'm just awful.
Don't say that.
Only one of those things is true.
I love you. That's what I wanted to say. Now isn't the time.
Good lad.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that's
Don't drop
awfully-
that shit when she's at her lowest. That will not
Yeah,
go over
yeah.
well.
Yeah, that's actually awfully insightful of Inco, considering his track record.
Okay, so you know what that makes me feel like? We're definitely in the end game now.
I think so, because
Avengers?
Insightfulness feels
I
like
mean, the mentor's dead.
yeah.
I
that
feel-
level of insightfulness feels like a response to how we've played the game.
I that might be true. That might be an indication that we've been doing well enough with Inco so far that he can make a connection like this. I don't think we're quite near the end yet. I think this is the end of the second act or the start of the third act.
Oh,
Because usually in a
Hinkle's voice is a bit low. Oh,
Yeah, I fixed my microphone. There we go.
okay.
That should do it anyway.
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, yeah, this could be the second act, or it could be the, kind of the what was it? Like the moment where you really tell the past diverge a Snoop game is when prom is announced, and the way Anon and Fang talk about prom changes depending on the ending. This could be like maybe that moment of how Inco responds.
I was just gonna say. Usually, the way that a third act works is a third act begins with the protagonist at their lowest point, and it's hard to imagine getting lower than this.
But
Well-
it was prom announced before or after like end. You know what I mean? Like last choice.
Prom was after your last choice.
Yeah,
Once
it's
prom was
after.
announced,
It's
you were locked in.
after. Yeah, it was after the doxing and the
Yeah, so
concert
that's what I'm
and all
saying.
that.
Yeah, I'm not saying like we're close to the end because I mean the ends are fucking long. But I'm saying
Yeah.
that
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I wonder is this that moment, or like Shima says, it's just the end of the second act? Like, this would be the concert, and we still got like the doxing scene coming up, or equivalent.
feel like we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's just keep going. I'm your friend. You know that. I'm here for you in the same way you're here for me. Olivia breaks away from our hug. Her face is tear-stained, but she isn't crying anymore. She's looking down at her wheelchair. Do you have a spare at home?
No.
Oh. I stand up.
Looks like we're gonna have to pimp your ride.
I stand up, look at the stairs towards the fountain, then back to Olivia. I can call Liz if you want. She could come pick us up after we're done. We could worry about your chair then. You're not a failure, Olivia. We're getting you to that fountain. And he just like grabs her by the tail and starts dragging her up the stairs.
I can't carry your wheelchair for you, but I can carry you. That's what Inco does. That's what happens when Inco tries.
I
That's what he
reach
gets for trying to be cool.
my hand down towards her.
A terrible case of physics errors.
Olivia's confusion erodes into a soft smile as she stares at my hand, and then back to me.
Come lower, let me grab your shoulder. I've done this a few times before.
I'm not your first?
I'm gonna give you a snoot job.
What's a snoot job?
It's incredibly unpleasant.
If you have to ask, you can't afford one.
I do this thing with my teeth.
Oh
Some
no.
people call it a death roll.
We need a hot dog bun in your penis.
You're right 100%. I didn't want to say anything though. Oh, okay. So this is the prom announcement moment.
Might still be choices along the way, though. We'll see.
I lean in closer, and Olivia pivots as best she can. That cheese grater technique. I hate that, Adept. I don't want to picture that.
I once
I hate how you had to start a story after that.
I once let the intrusive thoughts win and I sandpapered my forehead.
Oh, okay. That was much better than what I was expecting. you
No,
would
it
go.
wasn't. It was really bad.
How
Did you
much
use
did
a-
you sandpaper it?
Oh.
What, did you
enough.
use like your hand or
What do you mean? I
Or did you
used
use, like, a belt
sandpaper.
I was gonna say did you use a
Oh yeah,
hand, or
no,
did
I
you use,
didn't.
like, a
Oh
belt
god, a
sander?
belt sander! Holy shit, I would have gone down to the bone.
I mean, only if you put a lot of pressure
To
on it.
No, yeah, it was just, yeah, I just picked up. a piece of
You basically just
sandpaper.
drag sandpaper across your forehead.
Yeah, and I was like, I wonder if this will hurt.
And yes, it
The
did.
answer is yes, and there was lots of blood.
Oh my god. What
What
grit
the-
did you use?
I'm gonna assume low grit.
I don't know.
How
Was it,
old were
like-
you when you did this?
Probably like 9.
Oh my
Oh,
It was an age for experimenting.
Okay, I can understand, because I was gonna say if you're gonna be
Excusable.
like 28, I'd be like, oh.
20, yeah, I was 20 years old.
how old were you when I did this last week?
Once,
I'm bleeding right now.
once more, she uses her tail as an anchor in place of her legs. It's holding her up pretty well. I never considered it, but that tail must be pretty muscular.
Damn, that tail.
Oh, look at that
That's a weird
sprite.
look.
She does. She looks pretty damn determined though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Basically using her tail like a crutch.
She's tripoding.
Let's
Also-
go.
Also, I'm reminded Olivia thick.
Yeah.
Look at the width on the hips area.
There's some
Child
cushion for the pushing.
Let's go. I want to make Iadakan proud.
I climb up to the next step, planting my foot on solid ground. Olivia waits for me to stop before quickly moving her tail up to the next step as well. I wonder, will we happen to slip on the ice and fall into a very unfortunate but well-placed position?
Or maybe you'll slip and fall on the ice and Inco will become crippled too.
Olivia
I wanna
lands on
be
his
crippled
legs.
with that gator.
Now they're crippled. Oh, it's the sweetest love it is. Crippled love.
Oh, we could be rehab buddies now. Or physical therapy buddies.
Oh no! What would be great is if instead of his legs, Inco broke his arms. So now it's like they complete each other.
Pixel, are you suggesting this is the inverse of Anon's moment with stairs?
Yeah, Fang carrying Anon. Or guiding him back to his apartment.
Downstairs.
Yeah, and now instead they're going upstairs. It's like the Bizarro rule.
It's sort of like we're each one leg. Simple enough. It only now occurs to me how close we are right now. By close, I mean I'm practically cradling Olivia against my side. Up
It's
and
very easy to accidentally grab some side boob right now, just saying.
Yeah, but Inco's a classy guy. He wouldn't take advantage of her like that. Would you, Inco?
One time before we were even dating, I was holding, carrying, well, I don't know, what do you call it? Holding Amanda like this. And yeah, I didn't even fully comprehend what I was doing, but I just had a handful of side boob. And she was like, move your hand. And I was like, oh.
Too high, too high.
Yeah, okay, one thing I was gonna say, would it be weird if you were holding someone in this position, you just slipped your hand into their hoodie pocket? Would that be weird?
Probably a better idea. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It only gets weird.
It's
if you
like
start
it's something nobody thinks about, but it would probably feel a little weird at the same time.
It only gets weird if you start rubbing her belly through it.
It's always weird when somebody puts their hand in your pocket.
Another step.
Up another step.
Is it
Much
Eventually,
like the way we play this game, very slowly up the steps.
eventually,
Is that your?
we
Is that,
finally
is that your
make it
hand?
to a top.
Is that your hand in my pocket, or are you just excited to see me?
Is that your hand in my pocket, or is that your camera lens just zooming in? Actually, it's both.
How'd you get that in there?
Would it be weird to pee someone else's pants? What is you
I-
mean, like
I would say yes.
pee on their pants, or put
Yeah,
their
like-
pants on and then pee?
I think the latter, but I hope the former.
It's really awkward when they start fingering you. All right.
We're not talking about that pocket.
Inco needed the right support to get Olivia up. As a handle.
That's nature's pocket.
That's nature's pocket.
Just lifting her up like a bowling ball.
Grab her by the pussy.
You gotta grab the gator by the pussy.
Stick your hand between the gator's legs. That's nature's pocket.
You can do it, Inco. All you gotta do is go up to that gator and just stick it in her. You just gotta grab that gator by the pussy, Inco. Believe
I don't
me.
like this.
I'm gonna
It works.
I'm gonna go shove my thumb up its ass.
I managed to shuffle to the fountain. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like a tree made out of ice.
Yeah, I thought it was at first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if it froze and it just froze in tree in? But it's not that cold out. Snow's just barely starting to form, and even if it was that cold out, it wouldn't stop flowing water.
I remember a while ago, a few houses ago, I lived in a very wooded area, and we had a really bad snowstorm one winter that knocked out our power. We had to go stay at our grandma's for like 3 days while we waited for the heat to get fixed. But when we were on the drive down over to our grandma's, there was so much ice on the trees. They were like starting to hang completely over the road and froze together from opposite sides, making a full canopy down sections of the road.
That's
and
so
it
beautiful.
looked,
Yeah,
I know,
it
it was
sounds
like
amazing.
the most, it felt like something even more fantastical than Narnia. And whenever I get to making a game, it inspired me to want to make like a really fantastical ice level because it just looks so beautiful with stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds beautiful. I mean, is it a common enough phenomenon that you can take a picture of it next winter, or is it?
No,
was
this
it a
was
rare
a
thing?
this was like a really bad winter because, like I said, it knocked the power out, like power and heat out of our house for 3 days. Like it
least
was
there's- at least there's-
bad, but it looked good. It would look nice.
At least there was beauty to be had amongst the freezing.
Yeah. I managed to shuffle to the fountain.
You can just put me down right here.
Okay, puts her down on his lap. All right.
Is that your camera in your pocket, or are you just a boner?
Look, it's the title screen, but in more detail.
And also Inco's there.
The title screen is just from Inco's point of view.
Yeah, I was
Ah.
gonna say that's exactly what it is. It's Inco watching Olivia look at the fountain from behind her. Giggity.
I gently lower Olivia down and place her on the lip of the fountain. There's just enough space for her to sit along the edge, with one leg resting on top and the other hanging off. And then if you had ending one, she slips and falls into the fountain and gets hypothermia. She looks into the still water in contemplation. My eyes follow hers, focusing in on the coins that have settled on the bottom of the fountain, though hard to see through the opaque ice. I stuffed my hands in my pockets for warmth, feeling the skin of my knuckles starting to split already. My fingers trace over the quarters I usually use on our lunchtime drinks. Please tell me we get to throw one in the fountain and make a wish.
Make a
It's
bitch.
over.
Got zoom tight.
The powerful
Nico.
sneeze. Oh, I guess that was Olivia sneezing.
Ah,
The powerful sneeze draws me away.
Achoo.
Draws me away from my meandering thoughts to see the gator girl quiver on the cold concrete seat.
Damn it.
Her jaw is clenched tight, baring her sharp teeth to the world.
More like Gator them.
Her nostrils flare with each of her breaths, the hot air creating a puff of visible mist. She's a dragon!
These nuts.
And her eyes are filled to the brim with a fiery rage and salty tears.
Well, she really is a dragon.
I want Wani to break the silence between us. Ask her for her thoughts, but I don't have pennies, only quarters.
Are her thoughts not worth 25 times the regular going rate for you?
yeah.
I mean, a dime, maybe.
I know it's a rough economy, Kazard, but for fuck's sakes, this is your waifu.
Hey, you just negotiated the contract. I can't afford quarters anymore.
Well, see, now it's your fault, Shima.
She's deep within them, though.
You know, you could pay it out of your own pocket, not just have to use the Twitch money for it.
Those are the same thing.
If you really loved her, you'd get it out of a. Let's see, where can we also divert some budget from? And what about the budgets on the soundboard? How much money has to be go into the soundboard? Surely we can afford a.
Hey, the soundboard is a very important member of this group. We don't ever diss the soundboard.
There's a soundboard done for me lately. All it did was give me bone cancer. And shot me!
Well, that's what you get for shit talking the soundboard.
You are coping and seeing.
Fuck you, nobody likes you, soundboard.
But what has the soundboard done for you lately?
And why don't you use all your fancy sounds and come up with a quarter for Olivia's thoughts?
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
I hate you!
Raging within her own mind. Finally having the moment to process everything that's happened. In the end, it's Olivia that breaks the silence with a single, quiet, disdain-filled curse.
Damn it.
Her eyes shut, keeping her tears from falling.
Damn it.
Oh, I thought the music was stopping, but...
A hiss seeps through her lips.
I made it. I finally made... But...
Shell City.
Yeah. Shell City, Patrick.
You guys did okay for a couple of goofballs.
The thought goes unfinished. She lets her shoulders down and turns her gaze away from the spouting water. Listlessly gazing towards the obscured afternoon sun that's just managing to peek through the clouds and snow-covered trees. Maybe she's imagining that's where he is now. But what...
Well, no, that's not true.
But what now? I withdraw my hand from my pocket, holding it open for her to see the pocket change in my palm. Scanning over the water feature before us, I think back to all the times I wanted to just do this with someone else. How about we make a wish?
How about me make a wish?
Giraffe.
Olivia's brow furrows as she glances off to the side. Her fingers grip her hoodie, and I watch as she considers my suggestion thoroughly.
Sure. A wish sounds nice right now. We could really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish. Can we pretend that the airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars?
I wish Iadakan didn't have bone cancer. Oh wait, I should have wished he was alive. That one's kind of a little late.
Congratulations, he no longer has cancer.
He's still dead, but he's cancer-free.
I motion her forward. The Gator girl holds her hand out to me, and I drop a quarter into her palm.
1, 3.
I nod in reply. Okay, wait. Are you saying it's 1, 2, 3, throw the coin, or 1, 2, 3, go, and then we throw the coin?
Just throw the fucking coin.
1,
2,
3.
God damn it, Inco, your timing sucks.
Hey, we had that perfect. I wish for...
Giraffe.
And then there was giraffes.
I was waiting for something along those lines.
And then Olivia turns into a giraffe. Still crippled, though.
Still crippled.
Our twin coins flip in the air together. I watch as the coin spins skyward, crashing through the falling snowflakes. At their apex, the coins seem to pause, just to briefly touch one another.
Oh.
And with a synchronized plop, both of the quarters hit the water together. Leaning forward, I see that the coins even landed on the same side. Heads. Oh, I bet like the
that's what
ending
he's
is gonna be like ending 1 is like they're both tails, and then like 2 and 3 changes who had heads and who has tails.
That could be.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
be
actually
interesting.
yeah.
If I'm on,
Tails be the good one though. She's
So
got a
what
tail.
you're suggesting is we got ending 4.
if I'm right on this, and not that the other endings would, like, we only get up here at ending 4, and the other endings just have us not make it to the fountain at all.
That could also be.
That is definitely a possibility.
I wonder if that'll double our chances of making our wishes come true or something.
I was also gonna say both landing up on heads. It's a hint of what Inco's getting.
A snoot job.
You and Pixel had the same idea there. I let out a huff of amusement from Olivia's comment. Though the more I think about it, the more I hope it does. We stay there, looking at the fountain together in silence. For a moment...
Double heads mean you're getting head after.
He's getting that turbo death roll Gluck Gluck 9000. I don't think he would survive that.
Inco's penis is gonna look like a duck's penis after this.
He's gotta pay extra to survive.
For a moment, it feels as though time has stopped around us. And then Dio walks in. It's just me and Olivia experiencing the moment together. It almost makes me forget what had just transpired. What we were dealing with. What kind of future the two of us were looking at. For this moment, though, none of those dreadful thoughts mattered. What matters right now is finding a small bit of peace, of solace. A little bit of calm before the storm that was inevitably coming. A harsh wind chill finally brings Olivia and I out of our thoughts.
I wonder if that storm is still Ben. Were you just waiting for I thought that was okay.
Both of us were just trying to do it.
Hey, I'm sorry for being super distant earlier.
You don't have to apologize for that, Olivia. Everyone goes through those sorts of things differently.
I know, but I just feel bad. I know I'm not the only one who's sad that Iadakan is gone, but...
Her pause makes me stop and turn around to face her. I can see it in her face as she's trying to form the right words.
Iadakan was the first person who I felt was a role model for me. Roll with an E, not an LL.
Ah, good, I was about to ask.
They did good barrel rolls, though.
He didn't just believe in me, he made me believe in myself. Not just for my art, but being able to succeed in general. In the general chat, it's a really hard place to succeed.
I knew that Iadakan meant a lot to her, but I never realized he meant that much to her.
That's why she sticks to her femcell chat rooms. It's easier to succeed in there.
More than anything, he actually cared about me. About my thoughts and my dreams. I felt my legs.
Olivia's lips tremble as she struggles to voice the thought.
Normal.
Aww.
God, I probably sound stupid saying that.
I shake my head in disagreement Oh, Olivia, I know it's not easy to be feeling green.
No, Olivia, it makes a lot of sense that you don't feel normal.
You don't. Mr. Iadakan was important to me as well. It's okay, Olivia. I know how you feel. I've only known him for, 3 months and you 3 years.
I know how you. I'm
feel.
also.
I've also been a crippled. Yes, I've also been a crippled alligator.
He gave me some of the best advice I've ever gotten from anyone, and encouraged me to follow my dreams, like you. As in, similar to your situation, not that you are my dream. Unless...
Unless, I mean, if you're into that. You don't have to be, though.
I wish I had met him sooner. There's a moment of silence between us, the air filled with a mix of sympathetic emotions. A shared sadness for the passing of someone who had made an impact in both of our lives, but a sense of thankfulness that he graced our lives.
Guess we both got our issues, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. You're crippled, I'm bald.
We can solve
Yeah,
problems.
those are really equivalent, aren't they?
Yeah, I know. It's funny how the world works.
Imagine being a bald cripple.
Yeah, you guys are just one or the other, not both.
A fresh breeze of icy air sends a shudder down my spine.
And then my legs stop working.
And Lou's like, oh, my wish came true.
And then
It's a Christmas miracle.
and then I got bone cancer.
Who wished for the bone cancer?
Nobody did. That's why Iadakan's grounded up his bones.
It's when Mia steps out from behind a tree. Like she also flipped a coin in.
Guess what I wished for, bitch? I was gonna say that's why he ground up his bones and spread them all over so it was like snow, is that it spread the bone cancer to everybody.
Even in death, I want to be a bad guy.
What should we do now?
I pat off the growing pile of snow off of my shoulders and head. Let's see. I look at my phone. School's ending in 10 minutes. Do you want to just chill here until then?
Boo.
No pun intended.
I might die soon, Inco.
Is that a response to the pun or the cold?
Yes.
Oh.
And also, sure.
I look around, noticing a tiny bench for two nestled against a tree. It's over there!
I see it.
Haha, I see it.
I did not see it.
Nazi?
Nazi.
All right.
Racial segregation.
I'm here now.
The Gator girl must have noticed, as she's already holding her arms out for me. She's getting really needy now. I recall something. A certain pair of raptors. I'll get it. I kneel down, facing away from Olivia. I can feel the icy flakes melt off of me as Olivia leans against me again.
Oh, he's referring to the raptors that got married, the monarch and the
Oh, right.
Were they raptors?
Yeah.
He's carrying her like that. Aw, that's sweet. Her powerful arms wrap around my shoulders, clawed fingers digging into my jacket. A single tear leaks from my eye as I now have to buy a new one. My fingers lock together to form a makeshift seat for her behind me. With my passenger secured, I make a beeline for the bench.
He's touching butt right now. Just
Lest I get caught up in what... Lest I
Getting
get
a full handful of that gator donk.
Lest I get caught up in what I feel pressing into my back. Seems Olivia has another secret to tell.
It's just her tail.
That would be on her
yeah.
back.
Or, you know, her chest.
Yeah, it's the boobus.
She lets herself drop onto the bench, uncaring for her landing. She won't feel it anyways.
No, that's incorrect.
No, I'm saying she's numb from the cold. What were you thinking? Look at that smug sit.
Look at those thighs.
I get though.
Like I said, she's thick. Extra even.
She could crush a watermelon in those.
I agree, PB Pixel. I also
Thicker than a
wish
boat, no
that
fucking
I
way.
was Olivia.
I also wish that I was a thick, crippled gator girl.
Taking a page from the Book of Olivia, I also drop uncaringly next to her, just glad to have some shelter from the increasing snowfall. I had a short circuit there.
Just a girl and her mannequin boyfriend. In moments like this where he has absolutely no facial features, it's really easy to imagine that he's just a mannequin, and his entire personality is just a result of Olivia LARPing too hard to give herself a friend.
How, though, if she never uses her legs, she should have stick legs. I mean, she works. She works from the knee up, and she sits all the time. So where else is the fat gonna go?
Yeah, also, I was about to say, I don't think that's accurate. Like, when you don't exercise, that doesn't mean I am skinny now. It means the opposite.
Yeah, it just means you have no muscle.
Yeah.
I love how well that emote modifier works with the Liz neck. It's just like pointing right at the curve. Look at this! Look at this neck.
This is important. Notice this part right here.
This is called osteoporosis. I actually don't know where osteoporosis presents itself in the body. I couldn't think of another bone problem.
Yeah, like a Krabby Patty, it all goes to the ass or the hips.
And then you blow up.
So
I
here,
think generally anywhere from what I'm reading, but mostly the spine.
Okay.
so here we are. Mission accomplished for Olivia. Now what? My curiosity compels me to ask Olivia something.
Now what?
If you don't mind me asking, what did you wish for?
Inco, you fool.
I won't come true.
I don't think you could tell someone what you wish for, or else it won't come true.
I love that face. She's like, it feels like a genuine thing of like, Inco, you don't know this?
Nico, you're a fucking moron. I can't believe I wish to. Never mind.
The superstitious side of myself says that she has a fair point, so I decide not to push her any further on it. Just curious is all. We continue relaxing in comfortable silence.
If it comes true, is there any risk in saying that's what I wished for? Like, at that point, it's already come true, so it's not like it's going to get taken away if you reveal what you wished for, right?
Oh shit!
I love that idea. It's just like you say what you wished for, and suddenly it goes away.
Like,
I wished for this house.
And then a meteor hits it.
I wish for dinosaurs to be alive with this.
I'm just wondering if it's something you have to take to your grave, or is it safe to share it long after it's been wished, like after the wish has been granted?
What did you wish for? I wish for my wish to not come true.
Oh.
Wait, but then that means, and then you get your paradox.
Well, I mean, then it means the wish would come true, but your wish was that I mean, there's nothing that comes out of that. Like, nothing's going to happen. You just made a paradox that does nothing.
It breaks
Personally,
the
I like it
universe.
when I only have one doc.
I mean, I don't mind telling you if you tell me yours.
I guess that's
Yeah.
only fair.
Now I'm Charlie Brown.
Good grief.
What did I wish for just now? I mean, my hands were at a nice spot where I was carrying Olivia, so I think I got it.
I just wish to touch her butt.
I wish to touch Olivia, but
It's
It
hard to
came
put
true.
into words. It's not something specific, rather a feeling that I keep coming back to. Back before I came to the school, I would have wished for more friends, or a successful future, or to take back something embarrassing from the past. But now that I think about it, I didn't need to make a wish.
I wished for nothing.
That's too vague.
I know, but I don't know how else to put it.
It's like you don't want me to tell you my wish. Come on, at least try.
That smug face. My best memories from the past few months. This.
This? Being outside in the freezing cold?
Yeah. I really needed to cool down a little.
It was perfect timing on the music stopping after he
I
says
just got to
this.
grab your ass 30 seconds ago. I'm on cloud 9.
No, not that.
Cloud 69.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean then?
I struggled to find the words without making myself sound stupid. What happened to Iadakan? You know.
Where is Iadakan right now?
What is cancer?
Hiding in the bushes. He faked his death.
But,
You know,
uh,
we've hung out a lot together, but it's not often that's just the two of us. We made it because I tried.
Amanda's family, when they had a dog when they were younger, and the dog died, of course, as dogs tend to do. But for the oldest sibling was already in college, and as a half joke, when she got home, she asked, "Where's Chica?" That's the name of the dog, and that's just become a running gag to this day. Still, that sometimes it's like, "Where's Chica? Where is that dog?"
She's still hiding to this day. 20 years later, she's just hiding out in the woods, waiting for her moment.
And so sometimes when I see, because it was a Chihuahua, sometimes when I see like a really small dog, I'm just like, "Oh, there's Chica."
Chica lives on in every Chihuahua.
It's just where is Iadakan right now?
Iadakan lives in every single murderer. There is a Iadakan, and every single person shoving an innocent off of a tall structure. There's Iadakan. Every time every time you see a pterodactyl warning young lovers about the dangers of miscegenation, there's Iadakan.
In the senior science classroom, there's Iadakan. I'm not being metaphorical. His skeleton is the one they have on display there.
it's what he wanted. He wanted his bones, his cancerous bones, on display as a warning for everybody.
Just us? Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
I wish it was like that more often. The Baryonyx's eyes go wide. Ah, shoot. Maybe that came across too weird. I mean, I just want to get closer to you, you know?
Well, I mean, you're the one with the working legs.
I watched the beginnings of a blush form across Olivia's cheeks. Wait. Didn't mean it like that.
Unless you do.
I want to get to know you better. She glances away, laughing nervously as her tone changes drastically.
She starts crawling away.
I have to go now.
Sorry, I'm not really into skinnies.
I just remembered I have to do my laundry. Bye.
I have to go. Iadakan wanted to see me after class.
Oh, no. Where is Iadakan? Hi. Yeah, I understand. Totally.
I breathe a silent sigh of relief. Whew, save that one.
You want to know what I wish for?
If you don't want to share, you don't have to.
I wish you would touch my butt.
Well, I already did that.
I know.
I could do it again if you want.
No, I asked for yours. It's only right.
I wanted to wish to touch your butt.
Oh.
Kind of sound. You guys watch Bob's Burgers, right? Like with Tina, her obsessed friend fictions. Everyone was touching
Yes.
Yeah.
butts. So Inco and Olivia started touching each other's butts, and things were so much better around the school. Everyone started touching everyone else's butts.
I wish to know what I want to wish for.
Man, these two suck at making wishes.
We have no idea what we want with our futures. That's sort of the theme of this game.
I glance across the bench towards her.
I can't make sense of anything right now.
And
I
before
want
the-
today to be over, frozen, and to have never happened all at once.
Well, we got one of those.
And before they're both bullshitting each other and they're just hiding their true wishes.
I want Iadakan back, but I don't want to just replace him with someone else.
Aw.
It's too late to start all over again.
In case of his death, Iadakan had a whole batch full of clones of himself made in his basement, ready to replace.
She stops to wipe her eyes, but they are already dry.
That's the thing.
All I've ever wanted was to be someone who you would be proud of. But it just feels impossible.
She looks away.
I ended up picking something lame, sorry.
What's that? Olivia's still looking away, so while I can hear her hesitation, I can't tell what she's thinking.
I threw that coin, and out of everything racing in my mind, the one thought that stuck out the most was just,
She chews her lips in contemplation for a moment, and when she finally continues, her voice is a soft whisper.
fucking. Want somebody I can trust.
I feel my face heat up from her words and her tone. Even with her head turned, I notice a red flush creeping over Olivia's face too. I instinctively jerk my head the other direction. Oh shoot, what do I do now?
Hug the gator.
We're both sitting motionless, neither daring to say another word. If I listen closely, I feel like I can hear her heartbeat from here. She could probably hear mine as well. I don't even notice the cold anymore. Maybe we could just stay like this for a few weeks. Not moving. Just sitting on this bench. No, don't be ridiculous. We can only pull off like 2-3 tops. You need to tell her how you feel.
Tell her the truth.
Tell her the truth!
I,
That was very
cle-
good.
I clear my throat, searching for words that wouldn't come. I feel like I'm jumping the gun here on that.
Just remember, Inco, be yourself.
She just said she wanted somebody to trust. I mean, you can trust me. I hear shuffling from Olivia. Where'd she get those cards from?
We're gonna decide who I can trust with the cards.
Damn it, I can't work up the nerve to turn my head towards her. My neck feels like a rusted hinge as I try to disobey my body and look at her through my periphery. Do you trust me?
Going on with the Aladdin theme.
What was that? Do you trust me? And suddenly he just grabs her and suplexes her off the stack of onto a magic carpet.
With all the stuff that we predict correctly in this game, I sure hope Inco suplexes somebody eventually. He has to.
Suplex.
It won't be suplex the Gator. I hope just somebody. It wouldn't be complete if Inco goes the whole game without suplexing somebody.
Mia shows up again, and Inco just no hesitation suplexes her. Despite my
Somebody needs to make the suplex mod.
Despite my words, she nods her head vigorously, the blush growing dangerously bright.
I would love to see the suplex ending if you just chose suplex for every other.
The mod where a suplex is an option at every major choice.
Yeah.
And you can just... And they actually write the story around, you fucking suplexed me off of a building.
I mean, it was pretty cool, though, wasn't it?
That's not the point.
I just love the idea of this touching moment. And then Inco just suplex.
It's just through the bench.
That's the human mating press.
Well, I shift my body towards her on the bench. I trust you too. Suddenly, she shakes her head to bring herself back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
Maybe I can be honest with you then.
I'm not actually crippled.
Olivia, would you say that your knees are weak?
You're
Your arms are
silly.
heavy?
And here's some of my mom's spaghetti, and she just pulls it out of her hoodie pocket.
When we were talking about earlier, when the idea of Inco putting his hand in her pocket, what's all this? Why do you have spaghetti in your pockets? And
In case I get hungry.
and Olivia has to explain why she has spaghetti in her hoodie.
It's what I feed Guts, and then Guts crawls out of the pocket too.
Oh my god, you cellophane the inside of your hoodie pockets? Oh, I don't want the sauce getting into the fabric.
You're silly, and you're ridiculous. Maybe a little over-optimistic. You're thoughtful and adventurous, and you're so willing to just take me with you. You'll treat me any differently for this stupid thing?
She lightly hits the armrest of the bench. Yeah, I mean, I've never considered this bench before.
I hate this bench. It's stupid.
I guess I stopped noticing it at some point. It is pretty far away from the school. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you're like... You know, I don't even see your green skin anymore.
I don't see species of dinosaurs.
I don't see species of dinosaurs, I just see the cloacas.
Oh. That's upsetting.
Wait, you just see me for my cloaca?
So many words dance on the tip of
If
my
you-
tongue.
Put your penis inside the Invisible Girl in My Hero Academia. What would happen?
You would still see the actually,
No, you wouldn't, because you don't see anything she eats or drinks.
Yeah, so the
That's
penis would
true.
just seem to disappear, is what would happen. Because that's
Yeah.
right, Scruffy's right. She doesn't show anything she eats or drinks. Anything that's inside of her disappears too. Because the light, the way that it works, I think it just refracts around her, so it just shows what's on the
Right.
other side. So the penis would just seem to disappear.
It's a bit disappointing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
No,
reality
because
is
then
often-
you could make the joke like, now watch as I make my penis disappear. And she's like, why do you do this every time?
It-
Let
the
me have
magician's
this.
hat- the magician's hat stays on during sex.
You could literally backpack her and just nut in her in public. What would that look like? Hold on.
Like imagine.
But,
Okay,
alright,
imagine
Well,
she-
you
just
can
have
s-
your fly. Like you just have your dick coming out of your fly.
Yeah.
Alright? And then like I don't know. The easiest scenario I guess is just like you blowjob. I guess. Your dick's in her mouth. She's like upside down, dangling from.
Well, you would need to
She's
orient your pants some way so it doesn't look like you have your pants like unzipped or anything.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's like, would people be able to see an unzipped fly and then just like, what would they see?
I mean,
assume
you
they
would just
see the
have.
base-
Or
they
I
would
guess
see the base of the.
Okay,
They
you
would
go.
see the base. They would see. Sorry, they would see the base of the penis and possibly pubic hair. Is what I imagine, because that's what you would like open the fly. Like imagine your penis just stopped being there. You would see the base.
any movement too would give it away as well.
I mean, I would say you could, instead of unzipping your pants, just stick
remember,
it up through the
even if you're
waistband.
not moving, in theory, she is.
But all right, because if you're looking at this person from straight on.
Yeah, but anybody looking at you from the side is gonna notice.
Okay, what you do is you
No,
wear
but-
like a jacket, and then just stick it. You just stick your penis up through your waistband, so you don't have anything unzipped, and then you backpack her, so that way you would only see the pants coming, like sticking like a little bit out forward from you, and you have a jacket on, so for like a loose jacket, so from the sides, no one would really notice.
I'm not talking about this from the logistics of trying to keep it a secret anymore. Let's just talk about you being completely naked, and like I guess she's just giving a blowjob or something. But like you don't see her giving the blowjob. If you're looking at
Ghost blowjob.
look-
Woo woo woo.
if you're looking at her, at you, if somebody is looking at you from straight on,
They would see
What?
through her, because we see the backgrounds
Right.
through her, so they would see just you standing there. They wouldn't see any person on you.
but would they see dick?
No, they would not see dick if she had her dick in her mouth. Her skin, like I was just looking this
So
up
then,
to
what are they
confirm
seeing?
this.
What is there in its place?
Just imagine
like,
you're
nothing.
half your dick, only it looks like you just see a hard line where the dick seems to just blank off into nothingness.
That makes
And-
I was gonna
from the
say you
side, but I'm
basically
saying
just
from-
watch. Well, if you're looking at it head on, you wouldn't see anything, presumably, because her head would hide it from any direction.
No,
Like,
because
I
her head
imagine-
doesn't hide the background.
I mean, I imagine it would just be
Well-
shadow. Like it's like when you look up. It's like in Smash Brothers Ultimate when you're looking up the dress
I guess you
of
would
one of
still
the
see
characters
your-
and you see just black holes. You just see a black hole where the dick is because none
Yeah, I
of the
was
light
gonna
is
say.
coming
I guess
through.
you would see the balls dangling underneath, but
And
the thing inside her would be gone.
I
but
guess
the thing,
I'm just
everything
thinking,
else
yeah.
would be visible.
The thing I'm trying to describe and having a hard time here with is like
Hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm gonna draw a diagram real quick. This is how I think.
the point where the penis disappears. Like, would you be seeing the inside of the penis?
I think.
Yeah, hold on. No. This is what it's. Hold on a second. I'm drawing a picture.
Okay, no, because if it's going into her, you would see the line of from the side, but to see the angle where you would see the interior of the penis, her body would be covered. There's no angle you could look at to see into that.
No, but again, you can see around her. You can see what's behind her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
if
not
you
what's
are, but if
inside
it's
her.
inside her mouth, you wouldn't see that part.
Right, but I'm talking about the very point of the penis
Oh, right.
that is not in her.
One second. I'm almost done with the diagram. I can't post it in VC.
Oh wait,
context
okay,
because-
yeah. So a better way to think of, if you're looking at it straight on view, yeah, there would be that circle that would
Yeah,
not be in
That's
her.
what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly. That's the.
Okay, I got it. Hold on a second. This is what I think you would see, and I can't post it in VC context because of the no porn rule. But if I'm gonna send it to Hinkle real quick. Where's Hinkle?
We had not that far
Yeah,
down
there-
for me.
Yeah, not that far down. Here it is. This is what I think it would look like.
How or why did we get here? I don't know. I made a cloaca
Black
joke, then
Ghost.
Hinkle jumped onto this.
Yeah,
I
this
can't
is what I
remember
think.
what exactly made me think of. Something. Oh,
I
don't
just
remember
said, I don't see the dinosaur species. I only see cloacas, and somehow you just
Yeah,
jumped
I
onto
was
invisible.
just then imagining just floating cloacas walking
Also-
around everywhere, and then I was thinking about like what would happen if you put your dick in that, and then like
For
and then
full-
that just
For full transparency, Scruffy and Kazard, I just sent you the picture I sent Hinkle as well. This is what I think it would look like.
Well, hold on.
I kind of.
I'm looking up to see how does her power work. Like, how does it extend in a way?
It just...
Let's.
Lord Meep suggested it would be blurry, and I kind of like that. Like,
Blurry
sort of
makes
like,
sense.
almost like how like when things like cross the event horizon of a black hole, they sort of like smudge across. Like the sight of what you're seeing sort of like smudges across the black hole. Like,
And her power's based on refraction too, so I
Yeah.
mean that sort of makes sense that it would just kind of look blurry as the light refracts.
you would kind of just see like whatever is around Venus.
Alright, because it does say she can also reflect light, so it probably would just blur that spot then, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, so it would be like, you know how like when you, if you ever have like a moment in a computer where like it's animating nothing, so anything that goes across that area where it's animating nothing just stays there.
Oh yeah, like how a GIF can break and it just keeps showing all the previous frames that were on that spot.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Oh, that would be super trippy.
Now, you know what? She has so much potential in like magic, like magician stuff.
She could. Honestly, the hero career is... I mean, she doesn't have any powers besides being invisible. The hero career is honestly kind of dangerous for her.
Yeah,
I mean, she's a
She
great spy.
that's true.
But then she could go to spy school instead of hero school.
Well,
Watch
Yeah, but-
as I make my fingers disappear.
I guess she's going to the hero school, so she can have the license to use her power for stuff.
The Houdini costume stays on during sex. I'm
Actually,
sorry.
wait, I guess that kind of points a flaw in the hero society, because it's like, oh, you need a license to use your quirk outside of specific circumstances. People like her kind of luck out. I can't turn this off. I'm just always invisible. So you technically don't need to go through any of that rigmarole.
in that case, if they tried to make a show of it, like, wouldn't they get sued for performing lewd sexual acts on stage in front of everybody?
Whoa, where are you
Only
going
if
with
you can
that? I'm
see it.
talking just the normal basic fact of they establish you can only use your quirk if you have the license. Like, you're not allowed to really use your quirk for major things. Like, because which guy was I forget, where he saved somebody, but he used his quirk to do it, and it ruined his life because you're not allowed to use your quirk in public.
Well,
Yeah,
more
but
so
he
ruined
get- he
his
gets-
life because he used it poorly. He did it in a way that compromised another hero that was on the scene. Is why he really got in trouble.
Yeah, but
I imagine if it was a life or death situation, no one would care. If you had to use your quirk to save a life, you wouldn't be punished for it. But in that specific situation, him stepping in made things worse. Is what happened. It's like he wanted to be a hero, but there was already a hero on the scene that he interfered with, and that's why people got hurt. And that's why he.
I mean,
got in
one
trouble.
of the factors was still he used his quirk. Like, anybody who interfered would have been yelled at, but because he used his quirk, it was a worse situation. But that's what, yeah, like they do establish using quirk is bad. So people that have permanent quirks, like the Invisible Girl, technically don't have to go, like, why they wouldn't need to earn the license to allow to use the quirk, because their quirk is just a passive. You can't not do it.
Can Eraserhead turn her quirk off?
No, I don't think he can. Because he says a
he has
Yeah, you can.
looked. Yeah, he's looked
think
at the students. He because it's based on sight. It's not like she just suddenly becomes visible when he's looking at her.
I think Eraserhead has said that his powers have limitations in turning off physical mutation quirks. Like, he couldn't look at the tail guy and make his tail disappear. That's not within the
Right.
range of his abilities.
But I don't
So
think I don't think it qualifies as a physical mutation.
I think his quirks are. I think he only nullifies quirks that can be like selectively turned on or off. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you have a mutation,
Anything permanently on.
yeah, like, or like the one guy with the bird head. It's not like he's gonna he'll turn off the darkness, but he's not gonna get a normal person head.
Yeah, he's not gonna
I
stop
like-
being a bird man.
I like that Eraserhead. I like the idea that Eraserhead has to like actively avoid using his power on her when she's in her quote unquote hero uniform, so
Yeah, 'cause
as
he
to
doesn't- he
not
doesn't wanna
have like
Yeah.
a
Not to-
lot of. Yeah.
Anyway, so many words dance on the tip of my tongue.
Why are you talking about My Hero Academia? You're not making any sense again.
Like,
My mouth and brain are at a standstill. One wanting to just blurt out whatever, while the other keeps it all in and disseminates it in a thoughtful manner.
Just say you. Literally the word you.
What comes out is...
Crippled.
Sorry, I puked a little. A furious snort rips through the Gator girl's nose, followed by peals of laughter. Out of embarrassed shame, I cover my face with my hands.
what was that?
I curse my nerves as I try to protest her continual guttural guffaws.
It turns out he has spaghetti too, but it's all in his mouth.
Come on, Olivia, I'm really trying. The snowflakes that manage to still land on me melt away from the extreme heat radiating from my whole head. Olivia acquiesces, though, drawing back into just a very smug grin.
How did Invisible Girl do the entrance exam?
Also, her being Class A points out flaw with the tests, because she has worse quirks than Class B, but the way it's structured, she was able to pass. I thought they showed a thing where she kind of kill stole. Like, because she's invisible, she was able to sneak up and just, take the last hit on the robots.
How did the proctors know that she did that?
They probably, maybe they had a proctor with, like,
You know, they can
super
still
sight.
track through like things like heat signatures, right?
Well, I think the way that test works is you don't necessarily need to destroy robots. It also grades you on your ability to avoid them or disable them. So I assume
And
her
saving
invisibility-
people.
and saving people. Yeah. So I assume she passed the test through other means that her abilities gave her access to.
Yeah. But I guess the question is, how would they have seen her do that? Which, I mean, the principal is like that really smart rat, so he probably had, and they had cameras everywhere, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had ways to
Watching
see
the
invisible
naked
things.
student. Just watching the naked student.
There's no dress code for the test.
That doesn't mean no dress.
Yeah, there's a no dress code. You can't wear anything. The code is no dressing.
Everyone failed except for her because all of them had clothes on.
I mean, technically, you're naked under the clothes, so they still passed.
No shirts, no
That's
shoes, no
true.
entrance.
Okay, take two, Inco.
My head's temperature finally drops from core of the sun to a more manageable volcano. Thanks, jerk.
Is that the answer? Is that what I am? A jerk?
I mean,
I mean, like a hot jerk.
Like
my
beef?
stick. I'm the only hot jerk around here. Never mind, ignore me. I'm just gonna be behind the trees.
Seeing that small quirk of her own lips, I can't stop a smile from growing on my face.
Quark.
Time is a flat circle.
I guess,
Shima.
Oh yes, he still has a line. Be honest with her and yourself.
oh god, where the fuck did that come from? He's still alive.
No.
Honest.
Killed you.
At the
You
very
cannot kill me, Inco. I am a part of you now. I have assimilated into your soul.
If my bones kill me, if my bones strike me down, I will become stronger than you could possibly imagine.
Your bones have the cancer now.
I knew I shouldn't have signed that blood contract. At the very start, I thought you were just out of it.
What?
You almost ran me over in the hallway.
Oh.
She frowns and looks away.
Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, I'm into that now. You awoke something that day.
The
And then,
saddest part about your wheelchair being destroyed is it can no longer run over my dick and balls.
I dick and bad.
and then you tried to get my seat moved.
Sorry. I'm used to seats moving.
And then you tried to shank me. That one was a little weird.
Oh, remember that.
And the claw thing today?
Not sorry about that.
Well, my jacket is still owed an apology. I figured. And you used to be hard to talk to. I felt awkward every time I even try. Like, thank Raptor Jesus for Damien and Liz, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to know the real you. Olivia wrings her clawed fingers together.
And what do you think of the real me?
I think you're crippled.
She's easily the most caring person I've ever known. I mean, yeah, she could be a little selfish, and she doesn't think ahead sometimes, and she's
Like,
crippled.
Never. Holy shit, that is a huge character flaw on her part.
But when she cares for something, she just has to do everything she possibly can for whatever it is, except walking.
Is that what you think?
Yes, I think you're quite caring, and passionate, and...
And?
And what?
Crippled!
And I know Mr. Iadakan saw that in you too. Olivia's eyes water at the mention of our mentor. And gay. Don't
Still
cry,
waiting for
Olivia.
that.
Don't cry, Olivia. It's June. It's Pride Month. That's a good thing now.
And Gator.
It's definitely not June, Inco.
It is. We're in the southern hemisphere.
Oh no.
Thank you, Inco.
Now's the time, Inco. Just say it.
Hey, Inco?
Kiss her. Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it! Say it!
Do,
Hey, is he gonna say it?
do you like me?
Then we get the option. Say it. Don't say it. Suplex.
Suplex. This is how he shows affection.
I knew you liked me.
Yes.
Oh my god, Inco.
Shrugs.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck it.
Why
you know.
does talking have to be so hard?
Make more random noises.
Like, there's already one hard thing here. Why does talking also have to be hard?
Sing the song of your people.
I prepare for Olivia's smug one-liner to crush my weak confession. Ah, look at that. Instead,
Oh,
I watch as Olivia brings up her hood and hides her eyes with it.
You fool. You're very
Cute
boopable.
is.
She's exposed,
Very-
booper.
Yeah, your very boopable snoot is still exposed, you fool.
I see your tits.
Really?
For some reason, seeing her like this fills me with a well of confidence. Yeah.
Can I
Suplex me? Yes.
suplex you?
Oh, hey, I'm just noticing on the text box, the fountain's in the middle.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. It's kind of hard to see. Now we
Yeah.
have a pure white we have a pure white background.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a little easier
I've seen
to
the
see the
trees
outlines.
before, but the fountain, I'm just noticing that.
The
The title screen was hidden all along.
Inco
Real-
is like
The real
thinking
title.
this in this important moment. He's just like, "Oh hey, I have this in my head."
I see fountains all the time. Holy shit!
Can I hear you say it?
I like you, Olivia.
I don't get how.
Have you seen how thick you are? Oh, look at
Oatmeal girl.
her hood peels away just enough so I can see her shimmering silver eyes. These are the best images of the whole game.
Why would you like someone like me?
Well, I just said...
Oh, you too.
Oh, look at that!
Aw. Oh, she pulled up her whole freaking ass body into it.
Ass
Where'd the
body.
fuck- Where
She always has the slippers.
Where did the Spurto slippers come from?
She's always
kinda
had
makes sense.
those.
Where the granola? Are those? Is that Spurto or granola?
Gondola.
Gondola.
They could
I
be
meant- I
either
meant to say
way.
gon-
Like,
I meant to
Either
say
or.
I would say
like-
Spurto because they have ears, and Gondola never has ears.
I mean, she's always... I've been wondering when we finally get to see them in-game, because she's always had those.
I mean, she was wearing. I mean, she wasn't wearing gondola / Spurto slippers to school, was she?
Well, I
Why
mean,
not?
her...
It's not like she uses her feet.
Yeah, her Sprite always had those on. It's just we never see her feet.
Because they're always
Bizarre,
off
I
screen.
wasn't sure if that would like violate, school dress code. You can't just wear Spurto slippers. to
She's in a
school.
wheelchair.
Yeah,
Does it
our-
really matter?
So wait, have you seen her like full sprite somewhere, Kazard?
Well, yeah, the original art of her had it, and yeah, I think her...
Ah.
Yeah, her Sprite has it, because I've used that for reference for the thumbnails and stuff.
Ah,
Even for the demo.
that's funny.
It's also cute that she brought her whole like she's in fucking tank mode right now. She brought her whole body up into her protective hoodie, and now she's curled around.
She's made herself defenseless. She is open for hugging.
Gator is now in defense mode.
Olivia brings her legs to her chest, holding the limbs tightly to her. She brings her hoodie's hem over her legs, transforming herself into a crocodile-shaped igloo.
Or an igloo-shaped crocodile.
An Oliviglue.
Giraffe.
I play Oliviglue in defense mode.
Slippers was a bad idea.
Oh, crap. Yeah. You okay?
I'd like to go inside. Fine, just call someone.
Also, it means she could feel her feet.
Or feel the cold
That's
at
true.
least.
She can feel cold. Probably just has like the nerves are shot.
Yeah,
For being
it's
able
just
to
she
control.
can't use them.
Yeah.
I cough
It's nerve
awkward.
damage, and I think just like in the lower legs.
Could also be some form of muscle damage then.
That's true.
I think everything above the knee still works.
I cough awkwardly and get my phone out to call Liz.
Thankfully, gators don't need their feet to swim. I'm actually in this.
We got everybody today.
Yeah,
Everybody had
Shima
lines.
got one line.
It was important. It proves that I am still haunting Inco from beyond.
Boy,
the
I am
grave.
glad he only got one line after that contract negotiation.
I charged by the word. Damn it! Why did I choose that into my condition?
Hello? Inca? Is that you?
No.
Aren't you supposed to be in class right now?
Scalar let Olivia and I out early.
Oh, okay. I was told about Professor Iadakan. I hope you're doing okay.
Sorry, on a side note, since when are high school teachers professors?
I mean, if you got the degree, you can call yourself a professor.
I think like in Europe that high school teachers are because I know what you're talking about. You don't usually start calling teachers professors until you go to college, but I think in Europe they call them professors like as early as
But-
high school.
What did he get a doctorate in?
Archaeology.
Ironically,
No, he's not a doctor. It's just
I was gonna.
Still a
Is there a
doctorate,
doctor that
or-
studies bones?
Not all doctorates are MDs.
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of osteo-based doctors.
MD's nuts.
No, I mean, but just if you have a PhD, that's a doctorate.
Yeah, but again, there's a difference between being a professor and a doctor.
Osteopathic medicine degree.
He should have seen the cancer coming. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm with Olivia by that old park by the school. Her chair's busted, and we're kind of stuck. There's a keening whine from the bundled crocodile next to me, her tail wrapping around her as if to hug herself. You can't do that in public.
In this weather? Are you two okay?
We're fine. Can you come pick us up?
Shit.
Sure. I think I remember where that is. I'm with Principal Scalar right now. Once we're finished, I can get you two on the way home.
Oh, so this isn't on school property. It's a bit away.
Yeah, it's next to the school, I think.
Thanks.
Yeah, how come we can't just call it?
You got this.
A taxi?
I can't think of a prehistoric Uber joke.
Oh, Boober.
Did you say Boober?
Yes.
No, I was gonna say something with Grug. Ruger.
Ruger. I can see Ruger. Ooger.
Uger.
Like
Ugg.
Oog. It was invented
Ugger.
by Ugger.
Ugger. Yeah.
I don't know. I liked Uger. That one's a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but he could, but I think Olivia probably wouldn't want to get in a car with a stranger in this term, in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
After some shuffling, the call drops. I turn back to Olivia. She seems more anxious than anything right now. You alright?
No. Yeah. I'll be okay.
The stovepipe maw of the Olivia chatters quietly in the cold. My concern finally takes hold, forcing me to finally close the gap between us.
Hug the gator.
Do it now.
She said the chair had no replacement, but little did she know I am chair-shaped.
My dick.
If not chair, then why chair-shaped?
It'll take a while for a new one to come in. That means she'll be trapped at home, completely sealed off from the outside.
She could sit on my face until she gets a new wheelchair.
Man, why doesn't she have a spare? That seems like an oversight.
Yeah.
They're
I was-
expensive. Just gotta
I mean,
keep a
yeah,
second
but-
wheelchair around.
Man.
Take one from the hospital, though.
Yeah, you think the school could have one to loan her or something?
Yeah.
To be
Actually,
Might
this
not be
seems to having
chair-shaped,
budget
Callard,
issue
but you
anyway, so
It
true.
might not be chair-shaped, Callard, but you can still sit on it.
that's true.
The beginning of Olivia's annoyed protests die of exposure, becoming a grumbling acceptance as I wrapped my arms around her shivering form.
You're lucky you're warm, Inco.
You're lucky you're warm-blooded.
Aw, I want to see another hug. Yeah.
Now would have been a great time to. And she needs warmth. Now would have been a good hug for the gator.
Well, I think yes, it is. We
Yeah,
are
like, that's
we are
what you're
hugging her.
implying.
I wanted to see it. I want a happy hug picture.
I want to hug a happy gator.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it as her body shifts and nestles closer against me. Olivia's tail lays on my lap. The shiver is reverberating through it the most. You know, Olivia, this is vibrating pretty intensely. You want to say something?
Tail boner.
I lay my palm atop it, feeling the cold limbs shaking slowly still. Some long distant trivia about limbs losing heat the fastest springs to mind, and the hopes of keeping frostbite away. I pet the heavy tail. Inco, going to third base already.
Holy smokes, Inco, dude.
This is
My
not the
man.
correct order of bases, Inco.
Kazar literally getting cucked with no good hugs. I know, I hate it. I didn't sign up for this. And as I do, I hear the silliest sound rumbling from Olivia's chest and through the rest of her. It's like a purring cat, almost. There's a new sensation on my cheek now. Soft and warm. Aww. This...
Nani?
Alright, this makes up for the hugs. She's... Neuron, activate?
Banjo talking.
Her lips are planted firmly on my cheek, and this feels nice. As I continue to warm her tail, I feel her warm lips press more and more against my cheek.
Man, I think you're getting her a little too excited here, Inco. That tail, clearly, we know where gators like to be scratched.
I don't know if kisses are supposed to go this long. Oh my.
I think you're supposed to reciprocate.
He's just standing there with his little mouth open, like little bit.
And be this wet. It turns out Olivia's face froze to Inco's cheek. She's stuck like this.
Inco is made of metal, as he is a mannequin.
And now the lips are moving, and some pointy things are there, and...
Oh, no,
Munch.
no.
No, no.
Is this what she's learned on the Lizard Lounge?
Now it's time for the death roll. Tear his whole fucking cheek off.
And there's her teeth. You know what? I'm still fine with this. Oh. Gangnam Style. Olivia instantly lets go of my cheek from her non-lethal bite.
Oh, fuck, sorry, I'm new to this stuff. I'm nervous.
It's okay, really.
When something gets near my mouth, I'm used to just eating it.
You know, better this head than the other.
I put a hand to my cheek to feel the damage. I feel the indents of her fangs, but nothing serious. I
Hey,
really...
how does Fang get here?
I really like the, playing up how would these two, how would they kiss, a situation, like how with Anon and Fang, there was a whole scene of like them trying to figure out, okay, how do we kiss each other? Because you have a snoot and I don't. And there was a lot of experimentation.
Forgot about that.
And
I do remember that.
unintentional biting as well.
I do remember that. That was fun.
I almost even start falling asleep before we hear a car pull up to the bottom of the hill. Olivia,
Two Taro's kiss.
one rotates 90 degrees clockwise or counterclockwise.
Did they say that?
No, I'm just saying that.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What did you ask?
How do two Taro's kiss?
Tarot?
Like pterodactyls.
Oh, I thought you meant like tarot cards.
Yes, how do cards kiss?
Like
Yeah,
scissors,
no, I would
Hinkle.
assume just turn their heads. That's like the
Like
bird thing.
Like scissors. They both just open their mouths and just like,
Although I guess they could also just, peck beats.
Little taro Eskimo kisses.
Olivia perks up and leans forward to try and see who it is. A few seconds later, Liz's head rises above the stairs, scanning like a submarine periscope. She's even making the sonar sounds. Ah, crap. It's gotta be tough getting all the way back down, even with Liz's help. Hey, Olivia, how good of a toboggan do you make?
Hey, yo, the pizza here.
Very bad one.
It's good enough.
oh,
I look back and smile at Olivia, still huddled against herself and clinging to my arm. You ready? Today seemed to drag on endlessly.
There's no dragons here.
Liz's arrival had ended our embrace, and she had quite the dour look on her face. She said she'd been in a meeting with the principal, and I could only imagine how the faculty and student council were reacting to Iadakan's passing. Her mood seemed to lift a little, at least, when she saw Olivia and I both huddled together beneath a tree. Olivia's mood, on the other hand, plummeted. Probably from the way the Liz and I had to carry her to the car. Liz took a lot of free grabs there, that's all I'll say.
what?
The ride to the Payne household had been silent, save for Olivia's grumbling and embarrassment. Think I'd be in a similar mood if I was treated like a sack of potatoes. But then again, how else were we supposed to carry her? Inco, you just carried her like, the wedding bride carry. Do that
was
again.
A very short distance.
Yeah, it was a short distance, especially going down icy steps. That would have been a death sentence for.
Also,
either.
I don't think he did the wedding bride carry. The way they
No, I'm
described it
saying
is like,
specifically
no.
how the Raptor, the
Well,
taxi
I
driver
thought
carried
that
his
one-
wife.
Well, no, I thought that he carried her on his back like a
Yeah, he did.
piggyback.
Yeah, he did like a piggyback.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's
saying
what he
the
was-
bridal carry. I was saying how the guy carried his bride.
Okay, well then that's the way you phrased it.
Yeah, I
sounded like
couldn't remember what that kind of carry is actually called.
that. Piggybacked her.
I guess so. I should suggest more leg workouts to Coach Solly. Just in case.
Careful.
Have you been skipping leg day, Inco?
I didn't want to make Olivia jealous.
All the trauma, every other
Yeah.
day is blunt force trauma from me.
She has no legs, Inco. You're gonna have to pull double duty on this.
Damien and Randy were waiting for us at the curb, the older man looking over Olivia with worry.
I believe Scruffy was Rand, right?
No, that was Hazard.
No.
Somebody was doing a Hank Hill impression.
Chat,
I
who-
feel like it was. I feel like it was
Who was
Scruffy.
doing the dad?
I mean, I
Was
think
it
with
me?
Yeah, I think
I
you
mean,
were
I
the
think-
dad, because Shima had the mom, and I
had
had
the
the,
mom, and-
younger brother.
and
Okay,
Hinkle has
that makes
Damien.
sense. Right.
Yeah, you
All
did
right,
a Hank
hold on.
Hill.
I gotta find my Hank voice. Hold on. When your friend told us, Soph and I were beside ourselves.
Pretty good.
I'm fine, Randy. Just
Randy didn't really hear her, as the instant her car door was open, her legal guardian pulled her up into one hell of a bear hug.
Come on, I'll get you kids some hot cocoa.
it better be the good stuff, not the stupid powder shit.
Damien watched on with a smile of relief as his father hauled her over his shoulder and marched into his home.
You guys want to stick around and find out
Have a threesome?
what?
Well, I mean, Olivia's here, should we? Yeah, foursome.
No, we're gonna leave Olivia out.
Somebody's gotta sit in the cup chair.
Somebody has to sit and watch.
It's not gonna be me again.
Be the last 3 times, damn it.
Vinny's still in school, so we'll have the consoles to ourselves. We don't have to listen to him talk about how Mr. Beast is the best thing to happen to entertainment.
It's still pretty early, all things considered.
With Vinny still in school, we can play something besides Fortnite.
Damn, dude, that Gator just kissed you. You better take the excuse to hang at her house.
Sure, I'd love some hot chocolate right now.
Oh, Liz?
I'd like to, really, but the council still needs to prepare the arrangements for Iadakan.
Ah, threesome it is then.
Well, you know. Maybe I'll come by after if I can.
Maybe Davey and I will just have sex then.
Well, we'll just leave. Yeah, just us two. Just a bros night.
Olivia can sit there and paint, just... She'll be into it.
Also, we do actually have confirmation now that Olivia is not gay.
Her. She is a gator.
Oh, wait. Oh, God, you got it. Ugh, this voice just forces a yawn out of me.
It is a
Well,
deep
you-
voice.
Well, if you do, I'll make sure there's some cocoa left.
Appreciate it.
With that, Liz drives off down the street.
Sorry, I was looking at the picture that, or no, it's a mod that,
Yeah, it's for
Baby
the...
Pixel.
Badass mod.
Whatever the new Jet Set game is made by that one guy.
Oh, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Have you seen that game that is what is it called, like Hi-Fi Rush or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that's the skateboarding one though. I think that's more like
That's-
No, Hi-Fi
that-
Rush is like a
the music, the music rhythm game.
combat game.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah, it
I
looks
want to
cool.
get it.
Shame Microsoft killed the studio despite it being
Yeah, I
a
was
critical
gonna say.
success. And then the day after, encouraging and wanting to see more of those games. Bruh, you just had them.
Big major video
You
game
had this
corporations are
and you
eating.
canceled it, asshole.
Major video game corporations are eating themselves slowly, except
like-
for Nintendo.
It's like Frodo tossing the ring into the fires of Mount Doom and being like, I wish I had a ring.
Speaking of games, any interests anybody's looking forward to after the game's Summer Game Fest?
I
did
didn't
that
really
already-
even look at anything that came from it.
I was actually looking for a segue to this. I have concerns about it, but I've been excited for Dragon Age 4 to come out for a while. I'm generally just excited that it's coming out at all.
Oh, is it actually
Yeah,
Dragon Age 4? I thought it was like a spin-off.
Dragon
No,
Age Veilguard. They aside from Dragon Age 2, which was, I don't know what happened there. They seem to be trying to not put numbers on the Dragon Ages.
Yeah, there's Origins 2, Inquisition, Veilguard. Personally, I liked Dreadwolf as a working title. I thought it sounded really cool. I thought Veilguard sounded. It's not that it's generic, but it sounds a lot like Vanguard, which is just kind of a generic title. Whereas Dreadwolf is something that's actually like intrinsic to Dragon Age and very important to being,
The Veil is also intrinsic to Dragon Age.
Yeah, and like I said, I was saying it wasn't entirely a bad change because Veilguard, obviously, I mean that's something that's intrinsic to Dragon Age, but Dreadwolf I thought sounded cooler.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be because Solus isn't going to be the main villain.
Yeah, I read that basically they changed the reason they changed it from Dreadwolf to Veilguard is because Dreadwolf obviously puts a lot of focus on the antagonist, and
Yeah.
they said that they wanted to focus more on the heroes, so that's why.
Interesting. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does kind of follow through with like
I mean, it's not like it's
Origins,
Dragon Age Corypheus.
Dragon Age Archdemon. What
Yeah.
was I was actually asking myself earlier. 2's the only one without a subtitle, but if 2 did have a subtitle, what do you think it would be?
Champion?
Champion. Yeah, actually that makes sense because Champion of Kirkwall. That makes sense. Dragon Age's Champions or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to generally just the idea of being able to continue the Dragon Age saga after 10 years in general, because it's been 10 years since the last game. I had genuine concerns that this game was never going to come out, especially with all the reading about like cutbacks, people getting fired from the studio.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna just say it. I was fucking right. When they did the layoffs on BioWare, I was like, no, this is good news. It's them doing the thing that they should be doing, which is cutting back the whole entire department where they're making an open world. And because they even said that at the time, they're like, we're doing this to focus on what we're good at. And I was fucking right. They made a narrative mission-based game instead of another fucking open world pile of shit.
Yeah, I'm all for cutting back on open worlds, because I like I was saying before, I agree it's gone too far, and I really like the idea of I assume by mission based it's kind of like not like so much that okay, I'm thinking when they say mission based, I'm wondering if it's going to be a lot like Mass Effect 2 and 3, where
Yes, that's what
you
I'm
have a few-
imagining. Yes,
yeah,
and I'm fine with that, honestly.
it's
That's
better
not
than
that-
open worlds.
It's not that far off from what Origins and 2 were. I mean,
Yeah, no. The only
aside
thing,
not really walking to the places anymore, but you don't even really walk to the places in no game either. So yeah, no, it's
the only thing I hope for is like in Origins and 2, you could revisit dungeons. Like if you missed something, you can go
Yeah,
back
that's
and
true.
explore it. And that's
that is
I'm
true.
okay with mission based a mission based narrative, but I hope you can revisit the areas you visit in these missions in case you wanted to re-explore it, or there might be something there that you missed.
Revisiting things? Then you're like Dragon Age 2, and that's a bad thing.
Not reusing the same I'm not talking about reusing the same assets over and over.
But no, I mean, I imagine they'll do what they did in Mass Effect 3 and also Inquisition, where anything that's missable, they'll just put in the shop afterwards.
That's possible, yeah. That's actually what they isn't that what they did in they did in Mass Effect 2, is if you missed something they had a shop for it, didn't they?
I don't know if you can get missables that you missed in 2, but in 3, yeah, the Spectre shop is where you pick up stuff that you missed on a mission.
And like codex entries, if I remember correctly, like you could miss codex entries on missions that you could then.
Now I think you're thinking of Inquisition, because yeah, in Inquisition there is a shop that just sells the codex entries that you missed.
Yeah, I know Inquisition definitely did that, but I thought they also did it in 2 or 3, Mass Effect 2 or 3.
I don't really think you pick up codexes in general in Mass Effect. I think like there's certain story moments where it's like, hey, this is what this is, and then it gets added to your codex. I don't really think there's ever really anything you like pick up. Like you can't really miss a codex in that sense.
I hate how
Mass
people
Effect.
get excited for CG trailers. Why are you excited for Gears prequel? They showed nothing. I mean, I guess Caller is more of just they announced they're doing more games of that. Like,
Wait, did they? I missed the summer game show. Basically, did they do a Gears?
I haven't seen any of the reveals past the first day.
I guess I should clarify.
Sorry.
Gears as in Gears of War?
I assume
they
so.
call it just Gears now. Sorry,
Okay.
Gears 6 never came out, right?
No, there was only a Gears 5.
5 ends on a cliffhanger.
I think so. I stopped playing after 3. After Gears of War 3, the trilogy seemed to be complete. Also,
Yeah.
I think they released it for. It was still Xbox exclusive, going into 8th gen games, and I didn't have an Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox One or an Xbox Series X.
I actually 4 and 5 4 I like a lot. 5 is okay. It has open world elements for some fucking reason.
It really is fucking ridiculous how pervasive this open world thing has become.
But aside from that, it's all right. Actually, no, I like a lot. I really like a lot about what 4 and 5 were doing with the story. I liked how it was like the next generation. I liked the part.
I did play. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt, but I was gonna say I did play the first level of Gears of War 4 at a friend's house, and I liked how Marcus was the main character of Gears of War.
Yes, Marcus Phoenix.
Marcus, and what was the girl's name? The secretary who basically became a soldier in the 3rd game.
I can't remember.
Anna. It was Anna, I think.
I was gonna say Lana.
Or Lana or something. But I like them having
Lana.
a kid. I like them having a kid. I like the kid becoming
Yeah.
the main character. Like you said, it was a generation thing because by this point,
Mhm.
the Lambert and the Locust were long since dead. And I don't know who the main Lambent. Sorry, I don't even know. I can't even say I remember who the main enemies of 4 were in that case.
Well, so the 4, it's a cool revelation that gets a little funky in 5, and 4, you find out that the Lambent are.
I guess spoilers
Like-
also for anyone who was interested in Gears of War.
Did we have any Gears of War heads here?
The plot of Gears of War is not that interesting to not spoil. The Lambent are like semi-immortal. Because like after the war, their bodies sort of like crystallized, and they sort of the crystals were apparently like indestructible, so they didn't really know what to do with them, so they just dumped them in the holes. And then it turns out that that the crystallized bodies were like cocoons that from which came new versions of themselves. And so like a generation later they're all popping out of the ground again. It sounds like more of a cop-out than I'm making it sound like more of a cop-out than it is, because like they've mutated because of what's happened, and it's hard to explain, but especially since it's been a while since I played it. It's honestly an interesting concept. And then Gears of War 5 gets into the fact that locusts are mutated humans.
Really?
Which-
Was that established in 1 through 3? Or I thought locusts were just an underground race. I wasn't sure if they were mutated humans.
That was never established, but there is vague implications because of like the queen of the locusts. There was a theory flying around like in Gears of War 3 that the queen of the locusts is Marcus's mom.
I think I remember that theory because I mean she definitely looks human, and she has a very familiar relationship with Marcus's dad.
Yeah, the way they do it in Gears 3 is weird. I mean, it turns out that like the locust mutation came from them studying some like disease that miners were getting, and then thank God she wasn't, as in like thank God Marcus's mom wasn't the. I thought that would have been great. I still hope that one day they reveal that Marcus's mom was the Queen Lambent. I am Queen Locust. Because like Marcus's dad has this weird relationship going on with the Queen. Play Gears 3 again with the idea in mind that like the Queen of Locust might be Marcus's mom, and it's very interesting. But then what you see in 5 fits because some people like get transformed into locusts pretty fast from the science. It's weird though. Like I can't remember exactly why. I just remember the timeline of this not making a hell of a lot of sense. And then there's also the fact that like it has almost Resident Evil vibes in which like unwilling sex is vaguely implied in some parts of this. Do you remember that in Resident Evil 2?
Kind of. I didn't play Resident Evil 2 the remake, but I did remember watching
I think
it.
they play it down even more in the remake than in the original. But it's
Definitely implied.
It feels like they're implying it. I mean, because like the people with the G virus are like driven to like propagate themselves, and like, but they need someone with like their DNA to do it, and like they insert their host eggs into
That's what the G virus was about. Was,
Yeah.
they had to
Well,
spread
that
it.
and it was just one really fucked up guy.
Yeah, with a very disturbing obsession with his daughter.
Only
Depending on
Hunk
how-
finished the job.
Oh, did Hunk end up killing him?
Well, he was part of the squad, but he was that tried to kill him initially, but they didn't finish him.
Yeah, because I mean, I just assume he died in an explosion with everyone else.
So I said if only Hunk had finished the job.
Oh, I thought you said then Hug finished the job.
Yeah,
I
no,
was like, I
if
don't remember
only.
that. Alright. There's that
Virus.
horrifying final boss fight where you fight like he's like fusing with a train.
Hmm.
Gooder virus. Anyway, we have gotten off subject. Come on, let's head inside where we can talk about more Gears of War and Resident Evil.
We could
Well, they were
play
talking
Gears of
about-
War.
They were talking about consoles. They're going inside to play Vidya.
Yeah.
They're already popsicles now. We took too long.
I was gonna say one last thing. The only other game that immediately caught my eye was they're remaking the PS2 Thing game, which sounded pretty cool.
That game
Oh,
is so
wait.
cool conceptually.
Shima, did you see they're making a new Power Rangers beat 'em up?
Yes, I did see that too. I'm also was at the I saw that being
Yeah.
advertised, but I didn't know if that was in the summer showcase. But yes, I thought that was cool. There was a really good Power Rangers beat 'em up that came out for the Super Nintendo that I played endlessly. It's one of the few games I can remember that I was able to actually complete as like a really young kid before I was really good at games. It was one of the games I was able to be obsessed about enough to beat from start to finish.
One more thing I want to say about Gears of War 5. I actually really like. So I only ever really played Gears of War for the Horde mode, because I love cooperative games. There's not enough of them in the world. I really, really loved Gears 5's Horde mode. It was so well made. It was so fun, like making your own base that you would defend, and also they had a character. Because, like, the different characters had, like, different class abilities in that game, and one of them was just a floating robot that, like, completely, like, defies the normal conventions of the game. Like, you just fly over all the terrain and everything. Like, you can't pick up guns. Well, you can literally pick up a gun so you can drop it in front of someone else and give it to them. But, so you're basically just a support character. You just go around, like, repairing buildings, healing people, like, picking up things and giving them to people, and that's all you're doing, and I fucking loved it.
It's like you would be the player in an RTS game, and you're just moving all the things around for the actual units.
Yes.
That sounds. I remember the traps in Horde mode in Gears of War 3. You could set up like traps and stuff.
Yes, and what they did with I can't remember if 4 was also this way, but what they did in 5 was they made it so that like you basically had like a big giant briefcase that you could drag around, put anywhere you wanted, and then you would go to that briefcase to pull out like the like barbed wire and the turrets and stuff like that. You would just pull out the briefcase and then put them literally anywhere you wanted.
I wouldn't call that brief. It sounds pretty long, actually.
So it was just really it was called a fabricator. But so yeah, you would just fabricate and make your own base instead of in 3 where it was like you had set locations like go here and you can build a turret, go here you can build a barbed wire, and in 5 it was just boom, just build anything anywhere. And I'm sorry, okay. I'm done.
That was
I'm
good.
sorry, Outcast.
We're done. We're done talking about Gears of War outside. Now let's go play inside.
Settling into the well-worn couch, I notice a distinct lack of a baryonyx. Where's Olivia?
Getting cocoa.
She hates Gears of War.
Randy chimes in from the kitchen, busying himself with an old-fashioned kettle.
Sorry. She wanted to rest on her bed for now, boys. Give her some time. No one can resist hot cocoa during weather like this. Especially how I make it.
Man, I hope we get to see Olivia's goon cave sometime. Never had home-brewed hot chocolate, but if it's anything like his cooking, then it must be some good stuff.
Olivia the Allagooner.
After a few minutes, Randy comes out with a tray.
Hello?
Oh,
I,
I
hmm.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't move his hands up to hold the...
Yeah.
Bet you boys didn't know it was a telepath. Here you guys go.
I like the different cups.
Yeah, that's cute.
Where's Inco's cup?
He's gonna
He
drink
hasn't
from
been
the
around
Wani
long
cup.
enough to get one.
He passes around a few Christmas-themed mugs labeled with the family's names, and leaves the last one atop a nearby drawer. Ah, Yaniv and Nemad.
Yeah, he just
There's just mirrors.
he just mirrored that.
Wow, the family didn't pay to get the texture. Like,
Caveman Anon, we paid you $60 for this game.
No, I very highly doubt this
I
game
know
is
it's not
$60.
$60. I know it's
It was 70.
Oh. No one's holding their cups, and they're just mirrored.
small indie team. Please understand.
I mean, it literally is, yes.
we're gonna be we're gonna have to be Vinny for a bit. You cool with that?
I refuse to
No.
play Fortnite. Hey, you need to talk to your son about The Godfather.
He has.
You need to talk about it more.
He told him about the whole thing. He gave him the whole speech about how The Godfather is a cinematic masterpiece.
I sat down with him. I explained it was modern cinema. It was the greatest piece of cinema ever made. Just rolled his eyes and talked about TikTok.
That boy ain't
Boy.
right.
That boy ain't right.
Something wrong with that boy.
I like Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Thanks,
I like
Randy.
that movie too.
It's a great documentary.
Man, man, you look cold. Are you out there long?
It's true. By now, the snow on my jacket's melted and my clothes are chilly and soaked.
Feel free to take a load off until you warm up. Be in my bedroom resting. Holler if you need anything else.
I feel like Aiko's pulling a Mario right now and just letting the plot happen in front of him while everyone inexplicably keeps talking to him.
He gives Damien
Except he can talk, he doesn't just make Italian gibberish.
he gives Damien a pat on the back and leaves.
That's what that sound was earlier that he made. It was Italian gibberish.
I don't take it back. It's back in the Gabato.
The mug is hot to the touch, but it's a welcoming feeling to warm up my icy fingers. I take a moment to gently blow air on the beverage to cool it down before moving it to my lips. Yeah, it's pretty good. You know, I'm always impatient whenever I make hot chocolate. I always end up burning my tongue a little.
Hot chocolate makes me angry.
Why?
What? Why?
Because it's bad.
What? What?
This is another episode of Hinkle's Terrible Opinions.
I hate powdered hot chocolate.
Okay, that's,
Okay. So
that's a little fair.
What about what about good hot chocolate? Like
If you make actual hot chocolate by melting chocolate and mixing it with a little bit of milk, you have something fucking amazing.
What do you mean by a little bit of milk?
It's mostly just chocolate.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I agree to an extent, but I find there's like high quality powdered hot chocolate that's pretty good if you make it like on.
It's just chocolate flavored water.
Okay, well, see, there's
Yeah,
your
I see where he's-
problem. You put the powder in milk.
I see
yeah,
where
I mean, you
Hinkle's
can
coming.
do that too. I've done that where I just straight up put milk.
Then
in
you just
it.
have chocolate milk.
That's basically what hot chocolate is, though.
It's,
No.
I mean,
Real
there's a
hot
ratio.
chocolate.
It's a ratio thing. It has to have more chocolate than milk to
The
it.
way I make the way I make chocolate milk, it might as well be.
Real hot
It's
chocolate.
basically black when I'm done.
God, I went to Williamsburg once, and they made because like hot chocolate, according to historians, it was like at one point like an equally third option as coffee and tea. the 3 hot beverages. You either got coffee, tea, or hot chocolate. And I got a hot chocolate made like the traditional way, and it was fucking glorious. And I just the stupid water flavored chocolate, it just doesn't compare to actual hot chocolate.
Well, also you're forgetting the fourth hot drink, hot Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
What?
Have you not seen that commercial?
No.
They
I don't
Dr.
want- I don't
Pepper
want to.
actually, like back in the 60s, actually advertised for the holidays to heat up, pour some Dr. Pepper in a saucepan and heat it up to make yourself a nice hot beverage for the cold.
Like hot dog, it's not as bad as you might think.
that sounds awful. Speaking of awful things, the other day, one of my coworkers had a what I can only describe as a breakfast corn dog.
Okay,
That's like one of those
these are
Jimmy Dean
going to be
breakfast
some
things.
fighting words, Hinkle, unless you explain more.
And you know what? I only brought it up because like it did excite me in a way. So like it was awful, but also exciting. But
Okay.
it was a breakfast sausage wrapped in like a fried French toast.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good actually.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, my stomach does not like breakfast sausage much anymore. At least
Aw.
not the frozen kind.
There's this food spot at the food court at a mall nearby that's got a corn dog place. It's called Kong Dog, and they got a whole variety of stuff you can pick. So it's like you can have the inside be a hot dog, a sausage, or mozzarella cheese, and then you could have the corn dog rolled in like a whole assortment of different things, like spicy Cheetos crushed up,
Is,
or like
oh,
potato chunk, like home fries or sweet potato fries. The first time me and my brother went there, I got a sausage one that was rolled in fruity pebbles and sprinkled with sugar, and it was amazing.
Did you say it was called Con Dog?
Kong Dog.
Kong Dog. By any chance, was it like a Korean chain?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I have one at my mall.
Ah.
I need to check it out sometime because I've walked past it a few times now.
But it was like a sweet sausage on the inside, and it was amazing.
Don't mind if I yabba dabba do.
Oh yeah. Then I also tried a sausage corn dog, rolled it, and then it's rolled in sweet potato chunks, and then dusted with churro dust, and that one was amazing.
Yeah, the options here all sound great. Like just being able to have the options there.
Yeah.
This reminds me of my love of making really ridiculous things at Cold Stone.
Cold,
I've
yeah,
got-
Cold.
I got sherbet ice cream, orange sherbet. No, like it was called orange creamsicle. Like like orange creamsicles. That was the flavor of it.
Oh.
Ice cream. I put gummy bears and white chocolate chips in it.
I would say the white
and-
chocolate chips are good, but I don't know, I'd be iffy on the gummy bears.
I love the gummy bears. Added a lot.
I like the gummy bears because they get a little chilled by the ice cream. Like
Yes.
they turn a little bit more solid, so they're almost like Jolly Ranchers of sort of consistency, and you get to suck on them a little bit as you get
They're
your
way
ice cream.
softer than Jolly Ranchers. But
Well, yeah, that's an extreme example, but generally they're harder, is what I'm saying, and I like
When
that
is
texture.
the Kazard mukbang stream? When can we just watch Kazard eat
Thanksgiving.
insane food?
Well, I mean, that'll be an interesting one because, you'll have to see me go out into the woods and hunt it down first for 3 hours.
The rare sandwichosaurus.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Damien is chucking his. I like how displeased Inco is at that. He finishes the swig and sets the glass down. That must have been half of it in one go.
His throat is constantly coated with acid, so I assume hot drinks don't bother him as much.
I love how much Inco just like is insulted by so much of what this family does.
It enjoys me how he's offended by people enjoying things wrong in his eyes.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
lot like you, Hinkle.
there are multiple ways to enjoy anything, I guess.
And the way you are doing it is wrong.
After today's events and weather, I really needed this. Another sip. It really is helping me warm up. I didn't even notice how cold I was.
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah?
I like that roll of the eyes animation.
You good?
I'm holding it together, yeah. Still a bit scattered. I also like how it got rid of the text box to show the name in case you didn't catch on yet.
I don't blame you. Hey, Pops. Hey, Pops doesn't want you venturing back into the tundra out there. You up for a game or something?
He gestures to the entertainment setup. No, but go ahead. I'll watch. I prefer it better that way, actually. Playing games? Nah, that's lame. I like to watch them.
To me, life is a spectator sport.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on twitch.tv/Kazard.
Oh, I think I heard of that guy. He's a little slow on uploading, though.
And slow to play the games.
Damien thinks for a second, the few gears in his head turning in conflict.
Gears of War!
Really, I don't mind.
Alright, I'll get set up.
He's gonna still hand Inco a controller, I bet. Damien sets his game up, searching several mismatched cases for the right CD and gives the screen a good thump to get it to work properly.
CD's nuts.
I hope he brings up Fortnite, just to be funny.
I want it to be Gears of War.
Grabbing a controller, he
Xbox.
turns on the Xbox One, selects something called Rock Ring ODHG, and settles deep into his groove on the couch.
Another coming back to the Snoot game classics, Rock Ring. Now we've got ODS.
I wonder why not ODST.
Okay, so ODST is short for Orbital Drop Shock Trooper. So Orbital Drop
Human
what could
guys?
the H-
I don't know.
Orbital Drop Human Guys. I wonder what the ODHG could stand for in this case.
I like the idea of human guys.
Orbital
human guys.
Orbitally dropped human guys.
Orbital Drop Hunter Gatherers. That sounds
That's a
great.
good guess.
Yeah.
I'm more surprised he has an Xbox One and he's not playing Rock Ring 5 instead of a game that came out for the previous generation.
Well, there's the
Oh,
Master
well,
Chief Collection.
there you go.
No, actually, I guess ODST isn't in the Master Chief Collection.
Oh, Orbital Drop Hunter Gatherers. Okay, that makes sense.
We already said it, idiot.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
This one's my favorite of the series. I'm a fucking hipster.
After a minute or two of gathering a full lobby, the Dilophospino Dino picks his class and begins his virtual rampage.
I mean, yeah, all Halos are better than 5. On a side note, I did not hate 5 story, and I'm very angry that Infinite just dropped it. But mostly just because I really, really, really like the voice actress who plays Cortana as a villain. I think she does a phenomenal job every time she's a villain.
Spoiler.
It came out 10 years ago. There's an expiration date on being safe for
Hey,
spoilers.
I'm still trying to catch up. I'm like halfway through 2.
You haven't played 2 in a bit. When are you and Voyage going to get back on that?
I mean, it mostly relies on his schedule.
Gotcha. No, I'd like to see it because the closer you get to finishing 2, I would still like a spot on the Halo 3 co-op playthrough. Halo 3 is my jam. I love Halo 3.
It's legendary co-op. I hope you're prepared for that.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a lot more bearable because Halo 3 Legendary doesn't require you to start over
Not
from the
die.
last yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
require everyone to not die.
Ah. Only a minute.
At least I don't
Oh.
think it did. It didn't, right? I don't think it did.
No, it did not. That was a Halo
Yeah.
2 thing exclusive, and then they
And one.
double backed up. No, one you could. I specifically.
Oh, wait,
From then
yeah,
on, it
one
became
we-
something
yeah.
you could. From then on, it became something you could put as a challenge.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Iron Skull, I think.
Ah. Only a minute in, and he manages to get the first kill. I'm just a bit burnt out for the day. Getting pretty tired, actually.
Hey, Inco,
Yeah.
hold my finger. Olivia didn't come back with her wheelchair. Did something happen?
Yeah. She isn't taking Iadakan's passing well.
Iadakan died?
I thought everyone. I didn't know. I thought everyone was just sad for because.
Is that why people were getting... People, is there like a criminal investigation going on? Man.
Well, there is, but not because of the Iadakan's death.
Well, I'm glad you were there for her.
Hmm. My eyes remain on the screen, lost in the vibrant violence as some in-game announcer proclaims Damien's digital massacre.
Kilimanjaro.
Pog.
Over Pog. Pog. Oro.
On his part, Damien's frills wavered like crazy, and it looked as if his arms also wanted to wave in victory.
Hogging spree. Hogging riot.
Quadruple pog.
Trying to remember some of the other ones.
wanna-
Pogtacular.
Pog-fected.
You want to talk about it?
Hog-like. That's not Halo, though.
That was just making me try to picture people making spawn-offs of the game Pogs and making a new genre of Pog-likes. I don't want to take up your time, Damien.
Pogger
Come on.
breaker.
We've known each other for a while. For one Pogger breaker. Pogger breakers!
Stop pogging me.
Come on, man. We've known each other for a while. You can be honest with me.
Okay, I want to fuck your sister.
It's fine. She's not my real sister.
Not sure where to begin, really.
You want
was
to
the-
you want
that was the most-
know a secret?
What?
I want to fuck her too.
Oh. But what about
I like-
Liz?
I said I want to, not like I'm gonna actually do it.
I mean, everybody wants to fuck her.
Yeah.
I like how amicable this reveal is. Well, can I be honest? I want to fuck your sister. So she's not my real sister. I want to fuck her too. It's just like the most chill reveal.
Iadakan was really cool. I really don't have the right words for it. Somehow, I think I want to qualify to speak on it compared to Olivia. She knew him better than I ever did.
He was important to her, yeah.
We talked about it for a bit before Liz picked us up, but I'm worried I'm not much help.
Well, that's what we're here for, right? To help out in any way we can. Best thing to do is be ourselves for her, and she'll eventually go through the motions in her own way.
Yeah, that makes a surprising amount of sense.
Unlike your mug floating in front of you.
I slowly look up from my mug over to Damien. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Like, what's causing that? Does your house have like a weird gravity field?
It's magnets.
Ah. You make it sound
Smoke
so.
and mirror.
You make it sound so easy too.
Yeah, it's just magnets.
He briefly meets my gaze before returning his attention to the screen.
I know I'm not the smartest guy around, but I can use magnets.
And then that would just be the end of the sentence.
But I do know Olivia. We don't share parents, but she's still my older sister.
Older sister.
She's more mature. Her birthday is first, duh. Knowing Olivia, she'll be able to manage. But how are you managing?
Me? Trying to sort the maelstrom of emotions running rampant in my head is... overwhelmed, I guess. I wish I got to learn more from him.
Olivia could probably recite some of his lessons by heart.
Never did learn how to properly dispose of your body.
She probably could. You know, I always wanted to know his technique for throwing people. Like, it's just such a clean motion.
Turns out his technique for getting rid of bodies is just give them to Olivia.
That's why she's so thick.
It's the perfect crime. Crime.
I remember the first time she got to work with some special paints in this class. She was ecstatic. She came home a mess, covered all over with blues and greens and leaving tracks behind wherever she went.
Never could get the green out of her.
She
You
used
know
to be
she
red.
used to be brown? When Mom saw her carpet vandalized, she threw her right in the backyard and hosed her off.
I guess they got rid of the carpet because it's all hardwood floors from what it looks like.
Never again.
And that was when I developed a fetish for Olivia.
I mean, you see that getting hosed down and don't think it's hot. You can't.
I ended up joining in because it looked fun.
Damien, why are you sweating suddenly? Eyeing the hallway leading to her room, part of me wants to see if she's alright. That part simply wants to be closer to her again. Damien looks back, the unspoken question clearly written across his arched brows. What about Olivia and you? Speaking of, I may have told Olivia that I, liked her.
Past tense?
I don't like her anymore after what happened today.
God.
She's really heavy. I don't appreciate that.
About time.
Huh?
What? You two have stuck together like glue ever since the summer barbecue. I mean, come on now. Anyone with half a brain could see that you were becoming more than friends. I should know, I have half a brain. All the signs were there.
Like, do you only, is it like only the left or right, or do you got like only front or back?
No, it's bottom.
Oh.
It's just the bottom half.
Although it does worry me a little.
Well, I mean, the bottom half is a good one to have. That covers all like the autonomous stuff of your body.
I am just an automatic machine.
Why is that?
No higher brain functions. I just move based entirely on instinct.
That
I am
explains a
all
lot.
Reptile brain.
The outer half. My brain is hollow.
Got all the folds but no meat in them.
I put jingles in it so it jingles.
Well, think about it. Your teacher just passed away. You're both wrecks right now. What if it's just that suspension bridge thing? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man. It only just happened. I guess maybe like a rebound sort of vibe.
You're right, sorry.
I do like Olivia. I know that. I guess I'm a little scared of the future. Like, what if a meteor comes down to hit us?
How so?
I mean, like, it could cancel the big battle of the bands coming up.
That would be the stupidest ending ever.
I'd beat it.
There's just a bunch of things I still don't get about Olivia. Why is she crippled?
Like your vagina. Like her vagina. You don't get that.
Or maybe friendship in general. When I first arrived at St. Hammond, I never really had any friends like you guys. They were all humans.
Racial segregation?
Yes!
That's my favorite.
So to suddenly be involved in all of this, I don't know.
I think I get it, yeah. Things can be a little dramatic around here. Mostly because of the cripple.
One way to put it.
What's so different about your old friends?
They were human and not crippled.
There's this one guy in a green jacket who was an asshole.
Never really had any. Well, no, that's not true. I had friends, but they were like day friends, you know? So
Fighter of the Night friends?
no, I didn't have vampires.
Champions of the Sun?
Classmate friends, yeah, I got a bunch. And your folks constantly moving means they only ever lasted like a year tops.
No, they were bottoms.
You were okay.
Yeah. Am I a day friend?
No way! You come to our parties and everything. In fact, look.
He points to the subtle, discolored patch on my jeans where Vinny's acid punch had failed to completely wash off.
We got you marked.
Thanks. It means more than you know. Though I wish you would word that differently.
Damn,
No, I'm gonna
Inco.
pee on you.
I relate to you a lot.
To be honest, I always had a good feeling about you. Thought you'd be a decent addition to the group, but to see Olivia actually start opening up around you 2 months ago, that was unthinkable. Adept guy, I also only had day friends in high school, at least until my senior year, and no, I thought it was fucking
Same.
awesome. I thought it was a great experience. I got to go home and just do what I wanted.
It was nice to finally hang out with friends.
I'm
I didn't really
I'm
get
having,
that till middle school.
I'm having trouble finding the definition for this. What does a day friend refer to?
I mean, I think they just made this up right now.
It's basically like a class friend. Someone
Yeah,
you're
like
friends with
a
at school, and that's it.
like a
I
work
see.
friend. I feel like I was probably a middle ground. Like, yeah, I mean, I only really hung out with friends at school, and rarely, sometimes, you'd hang out at their house. But yeah, I guess it was kind of leaning more towards day friend than, you know, hangout friend.
Actually, I fucking lied. What am I talking about? I definitely had I had a neighbor who I went to school with, and I went to his house like every day. I guess I just blocked him from my mind because he's one of the people who just ruined his life with drugs.
Oof.
But yeah, so I also didn't get to smoke the beer as Adept guy, but I was happy about that. I mean, it's just, yeah, I hate drugs. And I mean, I just didn't want to drink in high school. I don't know. It just felt
Same.
wrong.
There was no.
Also, I was always paranoid of breaking any rule that I'm going to get caught, because I will. I am cursed. If I break a rule, I will be caught. Other people won't.
A significant amount of people at my school drank or smoked, which, you know, looking back, probably not surprising because it was in a small town.
there was a guy in my high school who, I guess you could say, is part of my friend group. I associated with that neighbor that I was talking about. I associated with his friends just because I was friends with him, but God, his friends sucked, mostly because of the aforementioned drug problems. One of them was just a fucking alcoholic, and like even the rest of them, like this guy is an actual problem. Like he needs to get his life together. Like, how do you become an alcoholic in high school?
You have to
Like,
try.
he would come to school every day drunk, and like really, like one time, and actually this was really fucking funny. I don't know why. Like he would that alcoholic would sit at many different tables at lunch, and one day he was sitting at a table where one of the people at that table, like, nobody liked. Nobody liked that guy. He was sitting across from him, and he just projectile vomited across the table on him.
Oh no!
Oof.
It shouldn't have made me laugh as hard as it did, but oh my god. Like, it's a very sad, tragic thing, both for the victim and also the fact that he was so drunk at school that he vomited in high school. But
I mean, I knew guys who were stoned at school, but that was it. They weren't, like, on anything worse than pot.
I don't know if I knew anyone who was high at school.
I think.
Well, he was the pot dealer and he used to get high during lunch.
Well, I mean, yeah, I couldn't have told you if anyone was getting high at school, but I mean, I could tell you that the bathrooms perpetually smelled like pot.
I know. I think people at my school were doing lean for any sports games because I recall people talking about that of drinking like cough syrup and stuff.
Oh.
I was
admit,
apparently very. I was gonna say, I was just gonna add to it. I was very ignorant of things going around my high school at the time. I didn't really think of the idea that people would be drinking or doing drugs. Maybe doing drugs behind, like, smoking behind the bleachers or something. But I never got the idea that there was a pot problem or a drinking problem. But my friend, who was more aware of these things, would tell me that he's caught, the weirdest, most fucked up shit all around the school that I somehow never got privy to. He said that he's found, like, he found people who would just shit on the floor in the bathroom, and I somehow always missed this, but somehow he always got witness to shit like this. And apparently, one time he was going through the hall, there were two kids just fucking having sex in the middle of the hallway. And it's like, I've never fucking seen, I never even imagined people would be so fucking brash as to blatant, just to openly have sex in a hallway at school during school hours. And I wonder where the fuck all this was happening, because I never saw any shit like this.
Sports?
Going off the first thing you said, that's one thing that kind of annoyed me, how hearing people brag about how, oh yeah, I just pissed all over the toilet and the floor in the bathroom. It just made a total mess. It's like, so, because like, I don't like using public bathrooms because of stuff specifically like that. Like every time I walk in, it's like, oh, okay, this is absolutely disgusting, and I don't want to use the urinal either because it's just completely wide open. Why do all the stalls have to be ruined?
I never did anything that foul, but sometimes I would put like ketchup packets under the seat.
I mean, that's fine, because, yeah, you can still use the toilet. Like, you could just still pee and not be affected by that.
I mean, on the subject of where are these things happening, sports teams, clubs, etc. The swim team, well, I mean, I think swim team is somewhat unique in the fact that it's a sport in which you're mostly naked. A bunch of fucking horny people. Multiple times there'd be people fucking on the bus after swim practices, because our swim practices, there were only 2 pools in the county when I was in high school, or 2 indoor pools in the county. So there was all the 6 high schools had to practice, 6, 7, somewhere like that, had to practice in these 2 pools. So like, they would alternate, like some of the teams would go early in the day and other teams would go later in the day. So if you had the late practices, you weren't getting out of practice at like 8 p.m. And for some reason, swimming is a winter sport. And so it would just, be like dead dark outside, and you're on a bus, and no one can see shit, so they'd just be fucking. But yeah, it's that's shit like that happens. I know my friends would just like I'd be standing in the hallway talking to them, and so another friend would walk up and they just quote unquote shake hands, and suddenly one of them would have money and the other one would have something that they're putting in their pocket, and I would just roll my eyes at them. And like I had this weird reputation for everyone knew I actively disapproved of all of this and hated it, but I also wasn't going to do anything about it. And so they like just trusted that I would be okay with this, but also accepted my disapproval. Now, nobody ever cheated on my tests, and so I also created a reputation that I thought was the funniest fucking thing in the world. If I saw someone was cheating on, like, looking at my paper, my test specifically, I would start writing the wrong answers on purpose. But, like, I had a system to it. It wouldn't be every answer is wrong. I'd be, like, every 3 questions, I would write the wrong answer, but it would be wrong in a way that I would know what the right answer was, so I could quickly go back and fix it at the end after they turned in their test. People got so fucking pissed at me. I'm like, that's what you get for cheating. So it just became a thing, like, do not cheat off of Joe. Oh, that's my name, by the way. Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Now you've joined the Ryan Club, the people not afraid to dox themselves on live stream.
I definitely am not going to go as far as you. I still want to know if that's your actual name and where you live. So
Probably.
sly tendencies. How stacked was your swim team, Hinkle? Your team had to be rolling deep to be able to have stealth sex on the bus. What do you mean by this?
I guess
Having
money.
enough people.
I think
maybe?
the slang is where I'm getting confused. Like stacked as in how many people do we have, and rolling deep, like, yeah. So are you just saying, like, because there's more people on the bus that it's easier to get away with it? I mean, yeah, we know we had a full bus. So, God, how many people were on the team? How many people can you fit on a bus?
I mean,
Probably about 40-ish, yeah, I'd say.
yeah, 40
Yeah.
sounds like a good number.
40 to 50, somewhere around there. Callard, I can technically say that I was bitten by a porn star, and be correct because me and my friends found out that this super cute girl with huge boobs was on an amateur site. Well, she bit me and my friends while hanging out with us, and just because she was being playful. Hold on. So, was this in school? Because that's not right.
Like she bit you in school and you find out later, oh, she became a porn star.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. She could have been a porn star later after the biting happened.
Yeah, the only real crazy story I could go with that directly involved me at school was the cops were called on me and my friends once.
What?
Really?
Okay,
Why?
so-
What did you do?
So it was after school, and my friends were talking like, the idea that, hey, you want to play laser tag after school? So most of us were like, oh yeah, we're down. And me, I'm thinking, really, we're gonna drive out to a laser tag place? That's like a 40-minute drive, 50-minute drive from where we are. Turned out I was horribly mistaken. They had one of those laser tag guns you would buy from Walmart or whatever,
Yeah,
and they
I
brought
know
him over.
exactly where this is going.
So it was like, oh,
Okay.
we would play in the auditorium, just run around stuff. We go over, there's a play being practiced in there. Okay, we can't do that. So we're like, oh, we'll just do this outside then. So we walk outside, we're behind the school, and we're setting up the laser tag stuff, we're putting on the vest, we got the guns out. Also to note, the police station was right next to the school. So we're trying to get them to work, and they're not. Like, the batteries were dead or whatever. So, like, okay, well, this was just an entire bus. This was an entire bus. I guess we'll just go back to the robotics club we were gonna do today originally. So as we're walking back through the school to go to the club, we walk by another, someone else in our grade we walk by them, and they're like, "Hey, did you know there's cops walking around the school?" And they're like looking for someone, and we're like, "Oh shit, was that us?" Like we're just realizing, oh, we were behind a school technically holding guns. So we go out to find the cops, and we're like, "Hey, we're probably the guys you're looking for." So they walk us outside the school, and we're standing outside, and they kind of tell us how someone saw a group of kids behind the school holding guns. And we're like, "Yeah, we had laser tag stuff." And we take out to show them, and they're like, okay, just also as a routine, we're going to have to, like, check your backpacks because, half of us had backpacks at the time.
Yeah.
As a routine thing. They start searching. One of our friends had a bag of pills on him. He says, "Oh, that's just aspirin. I was having some bad headaches today." And the cop was like, "Okay." So nothing serious happened after this, but they did write our names down and stuff. But after the cops left, we all just looked at him of like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you bring those to school?" So it overall, luckily nothing bad happened, but it was like this could have gone really bad, and then even worse at the end.
Just of all the days to bring a fucking pill bottle to school, apparently.
No, it was a
Not
bag.
even a bottle,
It was a
baggie.
plastic. It was like a little Ziploc bag.
Well, it reminds me of the time I almost got my friend deported on accident.
Oh no!
I yet another one of my friends who fell into drugs. He also was depressed, and he started texting another one of my friends very signs that he was about to do what you do when you're depressed.
Yes.
We were in college at this point. These were high school friends, and we were in college. So in different colleges. Well, two of us were in North Carolina, but two different colleges in North Carolina. Another one was in, where was he? Virginia? I can't remember. But anyway, so like we don't actually have a way to get to him. So my friend did the only thing that we could, which was call the police and stop him. And so when they get there, and then they, they're checking him out and everything, and they find all his drugs. And as a side note, he is technically in America on a green card. Not green card. I don't know how that works. Like his parents, imported. That's not the right. Immigrated. Immigrated into the country when he was like 2 or something.
Right.
But yeah, so technically he's not a complete citizen. We were like, he was genuinely concerned he was going to get deported and was really pissed at us. Like, sorry, we tried to save your life.
Oof, yeah.
And that might have been one of the last times I saw him, actually.
Because he got deported after.
No. It just, he was being very annoying. And I, again, got sick of drug addicts. Ugh.
Why the fuck did you even turn yourself in? Well, it's a small school in a small town, so it's one of those things of, the cops are actually, pretty chill, and we figured, we should probably just tell them so things don't escalate any further, since apparently they just showed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess...
Because if word started getting out of we cannot find the supposed people with guns we were called for, it might have started a panic.
Yeah, that's true. And also, if you, like, tried to hide it, then, like, that's just,
Yeah,
that was all.
We have to go in the backyard. We have to bury these laser tag guns. We can never speak of this again.
That was also my logic in the dream in which I had to help someone hide Cookie Monster's body. I was like, just show them. Just, like, be like, hey, I found Cookie Monster's body. And then, like, oh, you're not hiding anything. But that's not...
I hate to kind of be that guy, but I kind of need to get up early.
Yeah.
We could kill him here.
I mean, we could stop here. I feel
Or at
like
least move to a point where you feel comfortable stopping.
I think we're in the. I assume we're like in the dead middle of this scene anyhow.
Yeah,
so
I feel like
now's
if we try and go further in the scene, we're just gonna be stuck more in it.
Yeah, because we only just got to the house basically.
Yeah. We'll stop. We'll
Yeah.
stop at this line. This feels like a good line.
It's some decent progress.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to hug the gator twice.
Yeah. We got to see that whole fountain scene. That's pretty good.
And we got some really cool Khazard group high school lore out of it.
Yeah. We had
I
some
mean, in
fun
terms of,
stories.
like, school stories, I don't really have any really interesting ones. I guess most interesting. No, it's not interesting. It's just sad. It's like I remember in 7th grade, a kid like died of an asthma attack, and it was really sad.
Oh, that is really
Aw.
sad.
Other than that, in high school, me and my friend group were briefly menaced by a psychotic girl who once brought a knife to school.
Ooh, hot.
Oh, jeez.
You're telling
Well,
me you got-
two
you
different
got- you're
reactions
tell-
there.
You're telling me you get to live the Mia dream.
Did she wear cat ears, a collar, and/or a tail?
No, she was
Dang it.
kind of like a wannabe thug.
Oh, yeah, that's
Was she
that kind
was
of
she-
psycho.
Was she attractive?
Not mildly, I guess. I wouldn't put her in the top 10 of the school.
Yeah.
There was
Just
a
wanna
cat
know
more
if
in my
it's-
high school.
Let me understand. The fear was greater than anything else when dealing with her.
She was
My boat-
unbelievably powerful.
I can't get a boner to this.
Scared the shit out of me and my friends when we learned she brought a knife.
Yeah, that's
Then
yeah,
we didn't see
no, that's
her for a
terrifying.
while.
because she was in jail.
Well, she was suspended. Other than that, we mostly just like fucked around playing wall ball and shit during lunch.
Wall ball. My friend, every single day at the end of lunch, would take his water bottle and do the thing where you like launch the cap, you know, where you like crush the water bottle until the air pressure is so much that the bottle cap flies off.
Yeah.
He would do that every day, and it pissed off the vice principal that was in charge of watching the lunchroom, and that was just a tradition of hiding who did it. And he was on a witch hunt to find who was doing this. That was funny.
Well, anyways, yes, fun stream and good progress. We will be continuing this scene next Thursday. We'll see if we get to see the Goon Cave. Because Olivia has to get her hot chocolate somehow before it's not hot anymore.
Oh, I
I also
assumed he.
ate things. Sorry, but
I sorry, you good.
I was to say I also ate things for money.
What was
You
the
eat
weirdest
money for
thing you
money?
ate
That
that you feel comfortable asking?
Made this ridiculous. The base was a milkshake, but they then proceeded to put like every condiment in the lunchroom in it.
Ugh.
It had the consistency of. God, I don't even. Yogurt that went bad, I guess, is the consistency, how I would describe it. Imagine,
Ugh.
imagine if somebody made a yogurt out of a hot dog.
Ugh, I don't.
That
I
would,
don't like to
that
imagine
would
that.
be both the consistency and the taste. It was like there was a like businessman mentality with it though. Like you couldn't just be like, all right, give me this much, I'll drink it. I mean, you'd have to like, I don't know, is that enough money? And then I got people. At one point, somebody was so excited for me to drink this that like they went and I don't know how he got all this change. He was gone for a little bit and he came back and literally just threw like $10 worth of change on the table. And I was like, all right.
Dude searched every seat in the school.
$10 is $10.
Yeah. Actually, no, the worst thing I ate was some bacon fat. Like bacon grease. That made me sick
That's
to
it.
my stomach.
That's
That
at
was
least
what I was like.
edible. I've
Yeah, that's not that.
In
It's
a
I mean,
literal sense, it was edible. I mean,
yeah, it's like gross, but at least it's not
everything
like
about it is unpleasant.
yeah.
it's not something you should be putting in your stomach.
Yeah, pure
It is-
grease is not good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last one I did because I was like, I have made myself sick. I will not be doing this anymore.
This is not the best idea now that I consider it.
Had to
15
go out on the
minutes is
high
over,
notes.
I'm done.
The relish shake was honestly not terrible. I could still taste it to this day.
In fact, I just
Relish
made
shake is a
myself
good
one
one.
earlier today.
McDonald's relish shake.
There was a taste of hot dog to it for some reason.
Maybe your brain inserted that because it tasted all the condiments.
Because all the condiments, yeah. It was certainly interesting.
All right. Well, anyways, we'll wrap up here to let these guys go. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with Gator on Thursday. I will aim again for streaming Sunday, Wednesday, doing more Pokemon and probably maybe another thing. Pokemon one day, something else the other day. We'll figure out. It doesn't look like anyone else is streaming Wani or any of the other typical things I would raid tonight, but Twitch has a new raid system set up with actual recommendations now. And the number one on the list is someone streaming Turok. So that's dinosaur related. You're going to go watch this guy.
That tracks.
Oh.
Wait, like the old Turok?
Turok 3. Original hardware, it says.
So old. Because they're actually.
He turned
there
on.
was an announcement that they're making a new Turok.
He turned on every warning you can have on your Twitch channel.
Okay.
All right, so you guys gotta go. Oh, it even shows me a preview of
killed instead of loved.
All right, so you're gonna go raid this guy now. Have fun, enjoy. Oh, he's even got a screen to show off his actual CRT. All right, have a good night. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Buenas noches.
Goodbye. And sent.